aba ye ba ne say ya week nim nsem bi wo kaimu ye kan edi se fata se enne ye tweso ntonto ni nyina obete ene mu no aba nyina ena ye de esom anopay se agudie mu nsem show ne live ewo Oyerepa 100.7 FM live ewo Oyerepa TV on socials no so Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana sana commente na boss player back in Kanina ede ama said ye say ene said ye efata Mr. Eugene Poku striker hero sports for Promise Media what's say ewo akonya kesi boss player good morning
Baba Bibiaboko. Okay. We the last show for the week.
Yes.
And Sunday ra na watch from tea. Ya mo bibia kwaba edo bibia se so do afidi ato 100.7. O kan ho efri sabre kopem se nondu ene ne kakra ebe sore so ewo the weekend edition of today's sport. Say the baba isade tu dwa no. Dwumadie ya na nye yenkoa ene yedi ba bibia wo bia no o kan ye ho ena ye nyina ye ka bom edi dwumadie ede ebremo enu nti ena wo so wa kwanya se wo do wadwen kire wasem bisa bibia wo bia no wo so de beka dwumadie no ho kopem se eye dwumadie ne ebeba na wieye eno ubetimi dia fa SMS ana WhatsApp 0241 915555 0241 915555 ho ubetimi do messages afasa so ena voice note wo de fa ho a ne nyina ne benya daje ene bre na yetimi apensempensemu ena no pay ewo dwumadie so etimi ede ama yedi kan kwa monone na baba isa de nsema wa monone nyina eguo ede amaye weekendi urua the top leagues ewo Europa games baso urua the Spanish La Liga big game over the weekend baso ne Villarreal edo mani che the Spotify Camp Nou omo ene Barcelona ene di AC ni ehonsem ewo ha ne other games bekoso La Liga ni nyina no baba isa the sports lawyer ede ebetudwa after urua the Italian Serie A big game over the weekend bekoso ewo Stadio Olimpico eho ena AX Roma ene Juventus edi besiani ene so sports lawyer the honsem beba ne other games bekoso Italian Serie A nim after the German Bundesliga Bayern Munich to Borussia Dortmund ewo Signal Iduna ene so honsem wo ha ni nyina no any other games baba isa de betudwa ene after Premier League no game kese wo over the weekend London Derby Arsenal ene Chelsea ene di AC ene no so ho ensem wo ha sports layer baba isa de ni nyina ebetu anim ene anopa ne other stories o fama no ne a chese Eugene ewo amano ni nyina no sports layer de betudwa enra ena UEFA Champions League draw no etimi ekoso ya dia coaches club directors ahodo e de wonsem atudwa ni nyina no sports layer baba isa e de ebetudwa na ekoso no wo bibika e de farmer no ne so wonsem na obetimi e de aba na afi yakenkan e wo dwumadie no so e de amawo ye wiama no ne ya beba fie na afi ensem e wo fie so ne ya baba di eho enkomo enra ya nwie unse dabe yawada no
yes
ena owura Kofi Idi Adams ono ena sports and recreation odano ekomra sebedwafie ede kotudwa eye Black Stars eye won budget efe no ede abeto the sports ministry enim na no ena odi tudwa se Black Stars management committee eye nipa makomako enum kamia ese sika mo de share omonim no $310,000 na say o chicha obi abenya $62,000 na on say Black Stars management committee sikasemi anytime ebe pie bia na ye problem e wo Ghana ha say edi enko an no mokwa akoye chese omo ekwa akope eye se sika no ede afri eye oman Ghana ho na nano ya wada owura eye Kofi Idi Adams ede eye nsem ikoto eye mrahye bedwafie no Ghana fo asasom etine ye bedi hu nkomo na ya hwese Black Stars Management Committee sika ede mo no neso anase omu deserve se mo mu sika bia e wo modwumo mo so koye as Management Committee etina no pay e wo dwumadi ni so abadwafo tena se bedi hu nkomo ya betwetwe hu nkomo eso wo dwumadi so na ya hwe hu nsem se de besi akọ nya no nko a Enra ena from Menshia the office of the chief of staff Owura Kofi Bedu eso edebetu dwa se Kumasi Asante Kotoko enei eyade opemso ede mpanyifo akese miensa enei ode Asante Kotoko boboku no ahyonsa na Owura anidin ede Mr James Osei Brown chief executive officer ede ma Joe Shop Construction ono ena sa board obeda no as board chairman afei Mr Kwesi Osei Ofori asafo yede no Mr Ofori no chief executive officer edema Rockshaw
edo pelin shepan
omunyina ompelin she
on the lane
omunyina pelin
na abusa time na interview lane na betwa
Ofori wabobra wo
ai aso omunyina ono na ye
ka si esusu no na oye no way boga wo
okay
nti se ne nyoma fi no way ba ne akotwe bi nti Mr Kwesi Osei Ofori opanyina no da Rockshaw no ono ne be vice chairman e de ama board no na afi Owura Kofi Amwa Aban ono na ye founder CEO e de ma Rigward Group we ene mpanyifo miensa opanyini Kofi Bedu e de abatuja se nei Asante Kotoko boboku no omo ena opemso e de ahye omo nsa
on the top Prado na
on ma cars mienu no
Prado
mienu no ye Kofi Aban eno na emunsem ne se ene Asante Kotoko IMC wo ho no omudi omujuma till the end of the season na from that time ye kono obetia ka say transition period so omujuma di omubedi ye se nyoma ekoso nyina no se de board no ebe hye omujuma ase no omoba omani so nyoma tanta no se IMC no etimi boa na omotenete nyoma na omochekire board nani so kopim se season no ebetimi abana wiye nti eno so ye ba baba yebedi ho ensem na ye kana fidie so se de yatie ne se for the first time we ene empanyifo a ye opemso ayi oma omumfie a omoba bedi djuma e de ama Asante Kotoko no eburu mfie miensa we mu eye mfie num
okay
5 years na ye de Asante Kotoko boboku no ahye omunsa enyoma bebre na kokko modidi hu nkomo so amodi ato board na nim say so mo ye kesepe wom infrastructure e wa dakoja achi enye ntentem Africa je
dabi ba league de so
but infienum no emnuru no so mo bomoden e de Asante Kotoko eduru mpempenso bi a obiti baabi na ohu Asante Kotoko bi o ka say Kotoko apija ebiem nti baba we no pressure
dabi
chinchina monko Africa munye yes Africa
de baba ze wa oni mu Kotoko no fikesem de omo team ni omo dia omo come as mbe Kotoko supporters nso always want the team to win
yes you tena na hwese the team ni sitie ene de ato omo nim no so te me chana se na ya hwese baba yese Kotoko de aho pepre da bia be kwa Africa menkasa Africa no mo nko
yes
but the moment Kotoko be ru Africa mu na akwa yete say because of bra Kotoko abomre bi atwam e wa Africa ntino na supporters nyina adwena yom say Kotoko kwa Africa de yese ekoje
was na mene Osei Kwame wa uba Osei
Kwame keke
edin komanyu when am say am time na your farm physical school back Kotoko nsembe na Owura Herbert Kashi no say na pressure ni so beje league de na pressure ni so kwa Africa
say obaye no obetu din o say rebuilding
yes
nti supporters su gitum
yes
say yes rebuild Kotoko
yes
so tell them chana say
yes
nti rebuilding ni mo no every year bi na hu progress
yes
so tell them chana say eno kan ho bi na 2022 Kotoko ko ball Winners Cup final against nti process no start free baby
was
Africa ne de se Kotoko ball league wo Ghana ha obi oda Kotoko anu bi apese Kotoko jili supporters super so moji but say stages ebi omukọ omoji league no omukọ ba ko a ebi omabo ebi a group stage no mafrim no maba the following year no omukọ na cow stage third year fifth year afobon say afi Kotoko so compete for trophy
of course
so tell me chana say it we your friend no pressure mo bia fa pressure
football is the boss o cash out here
no pressure and we so no baba say tie obi omo beyi na si obi asusu wo adwuma ye so tell me chana say empo wahase no mo finance wa as also making sure say adwuma na e dey ma no wo be pesika de aba club nim
me dey come come kwa outside gan
because company for aye bo mu din de nti opim so de team mom say wo so mo kuta nwuma akese
of course
and no munyo mo kuta nyina no omunya mfaso e di from nwuma nim ti e de kotoko mo so no ye hwe animu say ebedu stage bi no faso betin aba club nim
club with my self finance ti say dey na process time
nti de wo ho no nti eno so no sports layer ye bedi ho enkomo ba bibia wo bia no enemenya lawyers afuduku beba yes obeba dwumadi ni so na ye ne adi nkomo
first post
oh say post there post there but more transition period
of course
so tell me chana say
some season
transition period ne ye say okay say NDC win elections to 2024 no MPP for more transition team
of course
and NDC so for more transition team
of course
and no more transition so more to nyoma se de be ya aban ne ba aban ne mre nyoma bu ho so mo aban ne ye dey ehu nti unim se o time there aso but o boa se de be ya aban foforo na o ba no nyoma waye no so ebetimi ehunu so na afi osoma enkoye se bibi foforo bi ebeba bebum na afi ohunu so nti de ewo ho no nti lawyer safuduku ebeba show ne so ene na yedi nkomo ba ma remfi se china so asante kotoko wo game ewo baba yara sports omni vision FC bebo yebedi ho enkomo ba bibia wo bia no ene menya ebema akonya na afi wafre so tire me chana se wo expectation so tire me chana se free eye asante kotoko board ne kwan a se usu bia wo adwenkyire bia se wo de ba watimi ni nyina
about not really expectations no so
I said the game
because oma ebida oma board oma ebida say o kan na po say team no be hye no nsenka nanka kotoko ahoden a o sika nka ebia confederation cup ebia nka champions league nka ebia nkoma omajibi
munya abotre
boss say o hwe team na bebe de na and nka kotoko team maintain o let's say 3-4 years
maintaining na semne na me wo problem
say no no yesika no etiana ka ya he will stay
bi di da achi o say what le me chana say etina Rema de kofa player no mo tua ne kakase bi o mo fu say obi ntimi ma mefa no so what le me chana say nti mom yanya ne kakrakra me show say enum fie num no baba so empo enya board no ene beto aso no bi kura ba besoma nipa no so tim ni mu a obom say dwumadi a board na di fie num no ono so de kakraka ho a kotoko e de edu ba bia se kotoko edru nti eno so wa ha ene baba yebedi hu nkomo pa ewo eye dwumadi ni so se de me kan no menya bre na amanfo afre na de omo so wo no omatimi de aba ebi kwa no bi peso omo makwa aba nyina no betia
mo so who Stoke City for de na omaye no omo si omo academy no si stadium kama bia players beda ombechi na making kan bibi omo so omo de say $18.9 million so say ni see
nti won de be nyina
na me ka say
ni nyina boa on say ni nyina kafua ena matim ni timi nya resource
yes
untimi nja bi ho na nkofa baako so tell me jana say bo na ekobo ne park so enya 3 points no ansa na 3 points ni fa wonko na wieye kasie mu part say na Champions League ya yeboi say obekwa akwaje cup no enwoma bebre na kekasie ni
of course
so tell me jana say on say nei wo hwe bi English clubs na akasie na ewom na City and they baby a finance City senior team na your academy
no
Chelsea the same thing it will bet me up build the BBA so tell me can say bet me up build the BBA especially youth team no bet me generate sika na pushy the senior team why school promote to be na wo ton bi
te se benen so mo de
nti baba yenya abotre say no pressure so tell me can say
dokotoko ndi title na de be person bet koto league ni de se kodoko bo league ko mo dia
ka se baba mo mu
league we come about so be action
na abotre
say too much is be normal
na for so wo ha se wo fa asante kotoko na de to ho hu se kotoko ka kire wo
of course and there so na
memma concentration nko anko 3 points nyoma be bre baba kotoko ka kire wo nti we timer ayese ye nyina so tell me chana say
yes
ye ka bom na ye support na de ni ye ya ye mame ye mawo ye ma Ghana football sa na Ghana team bia so te so te dem chance ye boa ma ni ye a ye ma wo bia aha nti baba boa na nyoma nkosoro why
bo say me de visa ohumi no aha sabi o do be support do ba kotoko adwuma bia de support no aha sabi ye suma santimai aha ena team no so ye tie nya de support bi nti de team ru abeka no sabi o se no wa se on support nti nyina o se support
bisu chia no kwan abefa so a obeka no so te mchana se nti eno so baba ye behwe se di ebesi akọ league games are eba so over the weekend medical dia tuja sa Asante Kotoko ni Vision FC e de besi ani Swedro All Blacks e wo Swedro Park me se omunya Swedro Stadium no e park Swedro Park All Blacks ene Mediema ene di AC ani afe eye Baseke Holy Stars omo ene Heart of Lions eno so bekoso e wo AAK the second park yes sports stadium Hoho United omoso ene Samates ene di AC ni wo Hoho Park Brekum Golden City Park onzo mo do man kama Brekum Chelsea ene Young Apostles ede besi ni afi Go Stars game kese wo ho eye weekend e de ebekoso wo Dance Park e wo babie ni e ho na Go Stars as is omo say omo pese omo G League no Go Stars omo G League na fi omo ene Accra folk ede besi ni match ye bewram na no so ye di ho enkomo afi na nafosu Giabo Park eno so wo Bechem United ene Karela United ene di ABC ni eno so ewo ha sports lawyer emu ensensem nyina ede ebeto edwa enano pay ewo eye dwumade ni so eno Nations FC ede omani ekire eye Swedro
omunya wo first awu
yes Swedro Park pacho sadu makase mu hwedi same omo ekoshe 11 wonders e kam yinu 11 wonders entimi ante na esi nations omo do warm up kroma anya bi
ade
ko ekwan so omo nya problem kakra nti omo do na ese time na so a place shisho omo jesu no omo buta 11 wonders for wajina park so e warm up nyina timo anya warm up abesho 2-0 ti emo nations abaso se omo etimi eye saade nti sports lawyer e de ni be kira ma no ne akohwe nsem e wa ma no ne afi ye wia na abedwafo abetena se ne pensen nim ewa amano ne ansa ne abafie na yaba be di enkomo ewo eyefie dwumadie no me se baabi a wo bia no ukan ho ene yedi dwuma no fa message bra 0241915555 0241915555 odo messages efa wa SMS WhatsApp voice note ne nyina no ye be kan ewo dwumadie so ede amawo baba
boss
amount for the aba top boy ono ewo Edmonton London
okay
Edmonton London eho na top boy say Kotoko should upgrade every aspect of the team no ene kabuma de eye sustainable resource
abeba
so tene mchina say enya resource ene na aba ochina na ateko ade echi na ekofom ajegia na ajiegu na fe yese kwa kofa ne biem ni akwa kohihye so tell me chana say yese your resource be gina ho for a long period because oso ha emu be bia mu ayere na aboa amanyoma atimi akoso nti ye kwa mono ne aba ye ba na afidi wo ho nyina no yetimi edi ho komo anope
be ankom famfia amono ne
ade Ghana obi wo Ghana ha wontimi nya Kotoko si
I try for na
sama no nizo mgofa bruni
kwa beti mai baby I say team no konde asika for na abo nti o say pe bruni a o links ye to asori na kofa bia ba ye say bia nano dia mpe obia say wait mai say ase mi na minti nkentia say me ne kenti konde nkofa na ba
obia
ono na idea ne te
obia mo be na siwo no ade ba ko ye rest assured ne say obenya seed money at the starting adwuma
say boss
nti onya challenges especially in the first season but all konanim no say o build a team ni attractive sponsors a generate sika one area pa almost do money ba behwe board the air for abu census
on meet my
nti eno so nsem ho chairman Solomon Ofosuware Kotoko Global chairman ono so de krata ababonten e de abema board na kwaba nti eno so yebehwem na afei de wo ho nyina no baba na ebedi nkomo bebre ebi ameti ntimi memma information bi kanya sa ka de bebre gugu ho ama
wait mama
ozei
eno no obi busa masemi na msa asemu iden ka mu a nanka o ya no say unya experience ni free because obi resign una di can break his story no okay the last coach now say onya adwuma no bi no break here story we nso so a tia boji bu say senye some say kofo di no bi sia Friday di bi si ampa si what's ya now you say
oh say
now you say and no say kwam the musi asemu
oza kwa mwa oza kwa keke o de woni de ne nyina no na so no onim dada
o say ya na boss no any say
fetwi keke
ba me busa no
fetwi keke okay o say go to foreign o tom
ba oyada kotoko number 2 no pa o lord amwa
oh very good player very
oyada
good
no pa
edi baba ameya samo say go to foreign o tom edi baba go to foreign ma me fa we eni animu ma na fe fa ye kwa manone na de wo bia no watimi ede agu ho ede amaye yenko
ko na ifa na wutie yi
mi tie Oyerepa 100.7 e wa na current enti fa ofidie no koto
enti anopai ye konko funkroson tantam so a na fe ensemo a ewosa utie na edisefata no ye dinina ato anim nsem ne de edoso anopai de disefata sa uhwe na utie ena yede esumwo on Facebook anopai eye Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana say na comment me ba na the boss player to the bossy I can nina ama said yesem ene said ye efata ene anopay and tantam sianhwem the major European leagues no match Saudwa to jam nyankopon boa otena ebi wo ho ene matches bi ebeto fam na our French league anum week 24 enra ena etimi ehase na Strasbourg etifiem wo mo sheba Emma Lons 18 Esebakom Joaquin Panitili ono enya 18-minute goal Mamadou Sangari Emeteka Emma Lons team nom ewo start de la Minao and then start Rene and 2 and ebo 4 p.m. Ransom Park afe AS Monaco and Angus ebebom 6 p.m. start Louis Day Monaco Cromwell and betime atofem Le Havre FC and Paris Saint-Germain and then 8:05 p.m. and a game no ebetime ato Dortmund 7:45 p.m. start Orange by Drum and a game no etime ato ja ya don semina eto anim and ano pay say and a table no etm after match day 23 and Paris Saint-Germain and a LED with 54 points and a Lens etoso mienum before enra na 52 points enra onyabakom etime eka ho enti after 24 matches I waiting aborom abusuam 53 points plus of 24 goals Olympic Lyon etoso miensam with 45 points Marseille etoso 9 with 40 points Lille etoso enum 37 points Rennes etoso ensia 37 points after Ocha top scorers Emrantia amashe goals ndodom our French League anum Mason Greenwood of Olympic de Marseille anum 14 goals na Joaquin Panitili our Strasbourg before enra na our 13 enra onya goal enti increasing the tally to 14 goals enti anwa kai Arsenal som se French League ana hunsun so ene debeto jam over the weekend ningina ena yede atu anim our Bundesliga nom yawo match day 24 na enra ena ehasiam Augsburg etifiem wo shembienum abusuam FC Cologne entimi anti academy b na Alexis Clant Maurice onum enya 90 plus a 5th minute goal na before that Rodrigo Rebelo enya goal at the ama Augsburg team na FC Cologne entimi anti academy b and then ewo Bayer Arena Leverkusen Cromwell Bayer 04 Leverkusen and Mainz 05 and Ebo at 2:30 p.m. after Borussia Mönchengladbach Everton film when FC Union Berlin and at the Ebony our Borussia Park at 2:30 p.m. after TSG Hoffenheim and St. Pauli at the Ebony 2:30 p.m. our Pizzero Arena now for Werder Bremen and FC Heidenheim 1846 2:30 our Versailles Stadion Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich 5:30 p.m. our Signa and Iduna Park and then games and Mary Atuanimum Watnam a first day of March 2026 VfB Stuttgart and Wolfsburg Abebom at 2:30 p.m. our M8P Arena Stuttgart Cromwell Anton Frankfurt and SC Freiburg Abom 4:30 p.m. Ottenham Nafe Hamburg SV at Sanfie on the RB Leipzig and Elbow 6:30 p.m. Tilam of Spark Stadion na say and a table room Etia our Bundesliga after match day 23 your Bayern Munich only team with 60 points Dortmund atoso myenum 52 points Hoffenheim atoso miensam 46 points Stuttgart atoso 9 with 43 points RB Leipzig atoso enum 41 points Bayer 04 Leverkusen atoso ensia 39 points Ocean top scorers na a Hurricane of Bayern Munich as a 28 goals Luis Diaz our Bayern Munich as a 13 goals Dennis Ondap our Stuttgart 13 goals Sehu Girassi Dortmund 11 goals and Michael Olise our Bayern Munich also estimate as a 10 goals and play there is something now at 2 and now our Serie A match a day 27 our Serie A enra yenya Parma otrafiem our Enyo Tardini esabako ama Cagliari enso etime esabako na Gaetano Osoritano ena eteka ete ama Parma na Michael Foroshisho asego ete ama Cagliari bobokorum na ene Nyankopɔn bu anom ye no ewa Giuseppe Sindegilia eya Como ene Lecce ena ebo Hiras Verona ebetrafie ewa Stadio Marc Antonio Bentingodi one Napoli ena edi ebo ni 5 p.m. enem na fe Inter Milan ene Genoa abom ewa San Siro Milano enem 7:45 p.m. Nyankopɔn bu a otenam odum for the dumia eya Cremonese ene AC Milan ena edi ebo ni 11:30 a.m. our Stadio Giovanni Zini now for Sassuolo and Atalanta at the Aboso at 2 p.m. our Mepai Stadium na Torino and Lazio about 5 p.m. our Stadio Olimpico Grande Torino came nom at Nunum Nanko Pombo Watnam AS Roma and Juventus 7:45 p.m. our Olimpico Roma Cromwell and a side game nom at Monte Pisa and Bologna at 5:30 p.m. our Arena Gabrialdini now for Yana Udini on the Fiorentina at the Aboso way a Monday night football beto jam ewo Serie A num and yedi atwatwom ewo Serie A fixtures num na say and a table ATM after match day 26 Inter Milan LED 64 points AC Milan atoso myenum 54 points 54 that is Inter Milan 64 AC Milan 54 na Napoli forum atoso myensam 50 points AS Roma atoso 9 50 points Juventus atoso enum 46 points Como atoso ensia 45 points Atalanta atoso enso 45 points Bologna atoso enwoche 36 points afe ocha top scorers na Lautaro Martinez our Inter Milan 14 goals and waiting asem Nico Pass Esiakai Emma Como 9 goals Kenan Iadis our Juventus 8 goals Rasmus Højlund our Napoli 8 goals Rafael Leao AC Milan 8 goals Christian Pulisic me phenom the American Maradona ɔno nso ɛtumi ahyɛ 8 goals a yɛde sansɛm no nyinaa ɛto anim ɛna no pɛi yɛyɛ live ɛwɔ Oyerepa 100.7 FM yɛyɛ live ɛwɔ Oyerepa TV weekend edition of today's sports ɛna anɔpɛi yɛde agodie ho nsɛm ɛto anim na yɛyɛ live ɛwɔ socials no so Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana sɛ na commenti na meba boss player kinkan nyinaa ama sɛdeɛ sɛ ɛne sɛdeɛ ɛfata ɛna no pay and 10 times so yɛnkɔ the Spanish Primera División Santander mum na say ɛna matches no ɛsitie ɛnura Friday night football ɛhyɛseɛ ɛwɔ Estadio Ciudad de Valencia ɛmena Levante ɛhyɛ mmienum nama Deportivo Alaves ɛntimi ante ɛkanmo bie na ɛyɛ Carlos SP ɛna ɛnya goals ni na 88 minute 90 plus 7 ɛna ɔnya the second goal ɛna Levante bobo korum ɛnam ɛyɛ Mementa Rayo Vallecano ɛna Athletic Club Bilbao ɛna ɛbom ɛyɛ 1 p.m. ɛwɔ Estadio de Veracruz ɛna game nom ɛtimi atodwam Barcelona ɛna Villarreal ɛbɛbom ɛyɛ 3:15 p.m. Spotify Camp Nou Barca Cromwell Real Mallorca and Real Sociedad at 5:30 p.m. Our Estadio Mallorca now for Real Oviedo and Atletico de Madrid 8 p.m. na games no yeria otna La Liga matches no ebetimi atwa so eche ene Espanyol 1 p.m. ewo Estadio Martínez Verayo na fe Valencia ene Osasuna abom 3:15 p.m. ewo Mestalla Stadium Real Betis ene Sevilla 5:30 p.m. na yenya Girona ene Celta Vigo 8 p.m. ewo Estadio Montilivi na fe Monday yenya Real Madrid ene Getafe enti ebani ewo Santiago Bernabeu Madrid de Como say and La Liga table room Etienne FC Barcelona LED with 61 points. Now I'm about 25 matches same as Madrid and other clubs. Real Madrid toso myenum 60 points and Villarreal toso myensam 51 points. Atletico de Madrid toso enai 48 points. Real Betis toso enum 42 points. Celta Vigo toso ensia 37 points. Okay, petit na Kylian Mbappe Lotin of Real Madrid onom ashe 23 goals. Muriqi Vidat ewo Mallorca 16 goals. Ferran Torres ewo Barcelona 12 goals. Anti Mutamel ewo Osasuna 12 goals. Lamine Yamal Barcelona 10 goals. Mikel Oyarzabal ewo Real Sociedad 10 goals. Borja Iglesias ewo Celta Vigo 10 goals. Robert Lewandowski Barcelona 10 goals. And Vinicius Junior ano ewo Real Madrid ano so etime ashe 9 goals and play ya dinina atu anim and 10 times to English Premier League num match day 28 and etime esas ya Molin Stadium ho obekase de panie etime awo Wolverhampton Wanderers Maranten ball panie na wusu for no bi se lawyer na nkonform timbo bo say na babia amotano no na anwa wo mutime eche Aston Villa ebo mo eka mienum ewo Molin Stadium Aston Villa entime anti na 61st minute and Rodrigo Gomez enya goal at the Emma team no João Gomez about 90 plus 8 Emra na obiani mi say Amadou Onana tika at the Emma Aston Villa boy na pim goalkeeper Damonya Kanta and the second goal at me atwa so and Namamente matches way and etoga our English Premier League AFC Bournemouth and Sunderland ebom at 12:30 p.m. at Vitality Stadium na Burnley and Brentford album at 3 p.m. or type more now for Liverpool and West Ham United album Normie and Sam our Anfield Liverpool Cromwell Newcastle United and Everton at 3 p.m. with St James's Park now for Leeds United and Manchester City and then our EP with 5:30 p.m. Elland Road to some Leeds and a game 18 at Brighton Everton film our American Express Community Stadium and Nottingham Forest Watchnam at 2 p.m. same Fulham and Tottenham Spurs our Kevin Cottage at 2 p.m. Manchester United and Crystal Palace 2 p.m. our Old Trafford Manchester Cromwell now for Arsenal and Chelsea at the Abosom and no Emirates stadium na game no etoda London to be precise 4:30 p.m. and a game no ebetimi atofem say and English Premier League table no etie apart from Arsenal eka top 8 no ho a abusuam won number 28 matches no adas no ohwemu a 27 Arsenal leading 61 points. Manchester City 56 points 27 matches. Aston Villa about a match day 28 and on 51 points plus of 8 and Yamakai Asha Nonso Manchester United at also a 27 matches 48 points and Aston Villa forum also yesterday Chelsea and Sutosu Enum were about 27 matches with 45 points. After Liverpool at also Siam 45 points. Brentford at also and 40 points. Bournemouth at also and 38 points. Okay, top scorers now Erling Haaland of Manchester City and LED were born one day at me as 22 goals. After Igor Thiago Esiakai Emma Brentford 17 goals and Abanterum Ensa Etime Aka and 27 Manchester City I said 13 goals. Jean Pedro Esiakai Chelsea 11 goals. Hugo Ekitike our Liverpool 10 goals. Calvert Lewin, Dominic Leeds United 10 goals, and Victor Jokeres, our Arsenal, and also Etime Ashe 10 goals, and pay Yarasan Sabrina, Etuanim, our Juma Deniso live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM, live on Oyerepa TV, show me live, our socials, so Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa TV Ghana, Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa TV Ghana, Odianisa, say no comment me ba na the boss player to the bossy akinkan na eti amount said the same and said the effort we are going with England na me trosom ewo England Hugo Viana me kana sabe dotona efeno Hugo Miguel Ferreira Gomez Viana on some or your Portuguese or your former professional footballer or boy as a central midfielder Manoka say or your director of football Emma Manchester City and now our Champions League join say na Madrid and apel Hugo Viana and I say a big game Emma afternoon na obebam na fe yete boys no I say a big game at Emma afternoon no a nice game to watch a fixture of late yehu sa fixture no bebre na last year yehu ye afi cry yehu na for the past 3 seasons ye yenya sa fixtures no a fixture the man nje and it's a Manchester City edikai akọ Santiago Bernabeu na fe ama find a good result our Santiago Bernabeu omunya good results no we are return leg our Etihad na ama twanim nsem kunimjerom ebetime aba ete ama team nanom Manchester City director of football and in some way etime atuga or say Erling Haaland nom other players na and kakra and 27 ba goes no amo ehye a nice game. Hugo Viana.
Well, Manchester City against Real Madrid. Nothing to add, really.
No, of course not. It's a big game for both teams. We played against each other already on the group phase, so will be a really nice game to watch, a really nice game to be involved, and of course it's like a final. So we are happy to go there again and to have this kind of opponent, this kind of game.
You mentioned the final. How far do you think you can go in the competition?
Oh, it's too soon. So to speak about the final, we should think game by game, and it is like it is. So now we have a strong opponent to face, and we cannot think about the final. Still a lot to play.
And no, Manchester City director of football Hugo Viana nsem and no na Pep Guardiola and na no tomu or say only issue bia sa on Madrid esen ehye biem sa uye team na usia best teams in the world yana eboa Emma ultimate adapted to the system. And afe tournament na that's the Champions League. Masters of Champions League into Manchester City. Extra a lot at the film Pep and central form a Kosubusan say impact by and Ramadanum and our Muslim players also and I say that is a dear religion a idea Kwamere Debiao and ya fay and we are Cremonina Ubaba a do our sit my Jamina Tiriadabi so a normal at the moment a good nutritionalist share doing Jamuye Nina Ayanema Manchester City players Roman Cremo from Pep and to jam set the team no rating kakra also the team no start of the season and in May the team no improve players now I'm a plan so in the Champions League game against Madrid Ruben Diaz Antoine Semenyo Ellen Haaland now I'm feta meaning you're ready sa no mbebo namom about 12th game young kwetina yentie enra the Champions League draw ekwaya amofa so draw any announcement no
Manchester City. So Manchester City is going to join Real Madrid on the silver side for what has become now a European Classico. 8 previous ties, including in the league phase of this season, Sporting Club, which is of course Sporting Club de Portugal, and Sporting Club de Portugal will visit the great outsider of the season, Bodo Glimt, Chelsea. So Paris Saint-Germain versus Chelsea. In this side of the bracket, they played 4 times in the past. FC Barcelona, that you know very well, even 3 previous ties with Newcastle for Barcelona. Liverpool. So the first one is Liverpool, and this means that Liverpool will have to face the opposition of Galatasaray. They met already this season, and for Liverpool it was tough in Istanbul. Now let's see Tottenham Hotspur. And this is Tottenham Hotspur against Atletico Madrid. These 2 teams have faced themselves only once in history. Bayern München. So Bayern goes to the silver, and in the silver they will face Atalanta. They never faced in the past. So for Bayern, which are in their 18th successive season in knockout, Arsenal. And Arsenal finally, same ties as last year. Sorry, as we had in 2001 and 2002 for Arsenal playing against Leverkusen.
Eno kwaya UEFA Champions League draw so etoja Real Madrid after the draw Pep Guardiola press conference ahead of Leeds United and also at the same pina tuja MTB.
Yeah, for our club, as much you play against the best teams in all history in this competition, you learn and improve. You are better in the future.
You've had sort of 2 midweeks in a row with no fixture. How much of a difference does that make going into the final hectic last couple of months of the season?
If we win, we would have been perfect. If not, we had to play every 2 days. We have a rest. We make a really good training sessions and ready for the Ellen Road.
Back to the Premier League this weekend. It can be obviously really hostile at Leeds. What sort of challenge will you expect at Ellen Road?
Ellen Road is Ellen Road, and Daniel made the last results, Stamford Bridge or Villa Park, and got results, and they have even the Blues, that his own crowd. We are ready to do this challenge again.
Yeah, Pep, just a check on the team, please. How is everybody? Jeremy, is he close to returning yet?
Sorry?
Jeremy, how is he?
Yesterday make the first training session, yeah.
When would you expect to see him playing again?
We talk with the doctors, physios afterwards. Yeah, they follow his tradition, religious tradition, and
Yemfi Manchester City, Yanko Liverpool and a slot. Boss Emma Liverpool na possibilities of the draw on the Galatasaray and a elbow and I say Obekaya afi on the Galatasaray at the Abweni wahu hawa womutimnom esi etwe na Obekaya amuko Juventus Juventus edifimu no manfoni sa didiero se ombeyi team na FM na so bomoden Juventus film so a good side I was say to prepare ye momentum na team no ewomnom I was still omunya good results so they do no na fe modern bonum etimi adu standard o metimi ede yomom a theme and a slot feeling it to say emra season no ekono say ontimi nkasa oye happy da o compare last season or the English Premier League na o compare afi say the performance no esitia ontimi nkasa nani ageda na mom season no end over your Champions League and other cup games so he will still fight for the other trophies and and a slot what dismiss Muhammad Salaman for say then say go no ma any antia and a slot at nano to Sansimnum into Liverpool manager.
He set his own standards and those are so high, and at the moment when he doesn't score for a few games people are immediately surprised, so that is only something that's probably the biggest compliment he can get. Yeah, and then with data you can use it in your advantage or your disadvantage, so not to use the FA Cup game if we play a Premier League side, you can argue if that is fair. But yeah, that's the way it works. If we want to highlight something really positive, we try to forget 1 or 2 games. If we want to highlight something really negative, we can try to forget 1 or 2 games as well. For me, I think it's quite recently, 3 games ago, that he had an assist and a goal against the Premier League side, Brighton. That's a very good Premier League team for so many years already. So that's the reality, and yeah, then you can change data and saying he did not score in 9 Premier League games, and that's the standard.
Yanko Chelsea na yenin komo Liam Rosina ose ne job ene se obetime aboa na Chelsea edu babia supporters nani ene mpedimfo abeje ose gamer on Arsenal ebo over the weekend a tough game what Chelsea now West steady Arsenal team num a gamer they are going to enjoy the game and Arsenal and so enjoy game num number a teamer obeti the instruction of coaches and ordinary players na di set nearby Oyebia and boys num 88 ye and they also avoid the ochinam and petty mistakes defenders num ebeti aye owiem and no terms Wesley Fofana red card no Ukraine. It was a tough day for Wesley Fofana. Emra onya red card no any a man folk can some channel at the sabi be said you sit here and in tum credit dinner term and dia I see we recover the online abuser e call Wesley Fofana so no we timi I recover and em ko ye at the amano na nsentro for busano ahead of Arsenal Ebereti Eze and Victor Jokeres I'm from now one not say oh mene Victor Ayajuma Brighton under 23 minimum and Oyobia the confidence ne bar I was some ultimation ye or a good player by our standard Ebereti Eze a excellent player nebum or antidote to stop them and Liam Rosina and Saba or the Atujo Wasina Niaje sa on Paris Saint-Germain and you know at the airport na Paris Saint-Germain tima woni momo kakra and onomabo ewo France inti onimo say a difficult game Jomi Carragher at the Atujo Chelsea kaneno na amubuli Arsenal the era of Ibrahimovic Roman Abramovich Roman Abramovich era now I'm bully Arsenal and the players to good money disakese no mafa and they as a dinner tenny about that Chelsea na ya sadia na Arsenal na ya previously no they say Chelsea na ya otewa say Chelsea akwa appointed Liam Rosino sit down appointed manager na eno hu empenifo no manager Chelsea na dwen and Sabam if Jamaica can swear him a toga and pay Liam Rosina confirm say Estevao and after Makukulea now they say against Arsenal home him see a kind na Paris Saint-Germain and I'll say they are exciting team looking at squad a kutomo and after champions no a difficult game no Chelsea you cannot write them off and race James or say FIFA Club World Cup no obia huye say Chelsea ebo game na sasara sprake na jesu obia umotemba wom ebo the confidence and after and your day ebe rasa game na after ometim eliminate Paris Saint-Germain and race James Nensema or the to Liam Rosina latest Chelsea injuries and say and I see at Chelsea manager in Chimo in
news. There is a bit of a list here. Estevao, Reece James, Romeo Lavia, Jamie Gittins. How are those guys all progressing at the moment?
Reece is absolutely Romeo Lavi's getting stronger and stronger. We had a mini practice match in the week where he looked really good in, which is great for him. Unfortunately, Este will be out for a little bit longer, and Jamie's progressing really, really well in terms of his rehab.
Anything else to kind of update us on in terms of team use at the moment?
No, Poku is progressing really, really well, but he's not available for Sunday, but hopefully we get him back in as quickly as possible. Levi's doing really, really well with his long-term rehab, so at the moment Dario is back on the training pitch as well as Sugo, which is good, and hopefully we can get all of these players back and fit for the running of the season.
Liam Rosina Chelsea manager Oyerepa and Robert Sanchez ono goalkeeper Emma Chelsea at the Joseph Paris Saint-Germain Paris Saint-Germain at the UEFA Champions League no Robert Sanchez goalkeeper Emma Chelsea no team say City Tibia PSG film.
Rob, where do you want to play away in the Champions League to draw us tonight?
Get me out on PSG, man, so we can get them out and have no excuse this time as well.
And Robert Sanchez goalkeeper Emma Chelsea ma oko training and in some way atuga John Terry me friend JT for short, John Terry for long or the atuga say adia Chelsea ya beboa ama din kunim wo Arsenal so over the weekend precisely otina and it said Chelsea ebedi Kenya first goal say Chelsea and your first goal ebeboa Chelsea team Chelsea tra ho and the kobo logo ekwe matra makwe prom sem no amu consider first goal ebedi ete amomom Martin Kion dia tukam say Arsenal Champions League draw no Ukraine Arsenal a formidable side now in Europe. Inti or GDS society bia Nadiaza Timbia Mpempe Leverkusen Timinano or Mayomum at the film na Mikel Arteta on the Champions League and also say Europe no one die to bia inti onodian now matches are Mpempenum and our game warrior now for Wagain the subsequent games no nebum against Leverkusen a very difficult game Mikel Arteta or say Ukraine now Victor Jokeres and at that place no they are on right path Ukrainian and koye at the south place no goes no eba obianim Victor Jokeres and nema I was sporting last summer into GDS ebefa at the team na distance na to anim I will do my day so young Manchester United as Michael Carrick on Manchester United news and I'll say Mason Mount is getting closer and very soon about returning and Juma I'm Manchester United I say man for say about first nine na point and women where attack and then obi ay attacker otimishe goals no de ono nim ne say the Manchester United esia kan na ne team ne deliver eshe goals enom ene adea ya na ehia na forwards so ena team esem wa confirm say Mason Mount and Matthias de Ligt am remaining available for selection against Crystal Palace yentie sansama Michael Carrick and etuja.
Mason's getting closer really. He's on the grass. He's getting closer, so he's looking to kind of train and being around it pretty soon. So he's getting close. Just had to be patient really a little bit, and listen, he's a big player for us, Mace. So looking after him, making sure he's ready, and big finish to the season. So good news that he's getting really close. Matthias a little bit. He's had a back issue, which is just been a little bit slower to progress really. It's something that we've been kind of working through, and he's getting there, he's in the right direction, but as I said, he's just a little bit further behind. So it's one of those things that's disappointing, but it's unfortunately part of football, so we'll get him back when we can.
Manchester United they said a man for Christian man a dream for Fredajam Kwanono inti onom ena oteninka Michael Carrick na David Moyes ena ekasano say Ukraine a person or the Everton team nom possibly enka amubo Europe either Champions League and I say Europa League.
Well, we're not quite ready to give up our ambition is to try and make Europe, so we don't want to give that up. We're going to try and keep going for it. Why would we not? I could easily turn up here and say, hey, by the way, we're having a pretty comfortable season, so let's forget about it. But it's the opposite. We're desperately trying to keep pushing. I think I said a few weeks ago we'll need to win some big games on the journey if we're going to do that, and we've got a really big game at Newcastle coming up tomorrow.
And sama oko manager David Moyes now I was Spain Hans Flick ɔno ayɛ tenene ɛma FC Barcelona ɛna ɔsɛ ɔyɛ happy sɛ wɔnhyɛ Paris Saint-Germain na mmom ɔne Newcastle United ɛna Asia ɛyɛ important match ɛde ɛma ɔno ɛne ne Barca team nom ɛnyɛ easy match irrespective sɛ ne meka sɛ ne nka mepɛ ɛne sɛ yɛbɛhyɛ Newcastle United ne ahyia ɔmo no ɛnkyɛ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ easy game obia nim players a ɛkuto ɔmom ɛne ɛmmɔdemmɔ a ɔmɔbɔ ɛde abɛdu stage wei ɛnti ɛbɛyɛ difficult game ɛwɔ sɛ prepare yie ɛwɔ sɛ respect ɔmom na afei yɛ fire goals no na qualification yɛnsam ɛtumi ka ɛno ɛyɛ Hans Flick na Hans Flick with the absence of Frank de Jong ɛwɔ starting lineup nom ɛsiane sɛ wɔpira hwan na bɛhyɛ nanan ɛna ɔsɛ Mark Bernard ɛyɛ ready he's always ready wohwɛ training a Mark Bernard ɛyɛ ɔtene system na say ɛwɔm sɛ Frank de Jong is very difficult to replace and then Mark Bernard ɛbɛyɛ saa adwuma nom Ivan Rakitic on Barca draw on it Newcastle United a draw in the Champions League round of 16 and also young kama Barca for until no Barca ni on to win by being kase game near mere formality at the Emma Barca a gamer a bad thing Zanza and Kofonum I'm in Barca bo last season baby I'm in Barca team nom and Amukuta players born woman in bo and see I was Barca prepare game ni na Deco on facing Newcastle United and I say we have never choosing opponent and yeah Barca and your pet and your choose to say Simasi and also maintain and a person and a ball and yeah drawn and a drawn a player with Newcastle United ready for the game. Javier Tebas Akikemi and it's Manchester City or say a impunity in Premier League a sense and conform amaya katasese ene proye ene British outdoor na kwete besi ne nyade se nkofonom verity bia akọ ede etuomum ose eye club so mu titi masa kwan yo faso nya sika and top players ni adadro nyina masa nkoye Manchester City should be relegated if they found guilty and eye ensamwa ode etujo se woni other Premier League clubs ni bi kasa ono La Liga president or on president be on what Premier League no me few no mutin koba omo yina jetum se asem kofonom ye jejo so dodo eno aye Javier Tebas La Liga president ninsema odi eltujam enne anopay Hans Flick since Barca return here to Spotify Camp no team bianco ho enkonkonko share amom say against Villarreal a very difficult game na osteti ne emphatically clear pressure bia eni so the boys near ready sir on deliver against Villarreal and then now on sir who must win Barca kobo Marcelino or your manager Emma Villarreal and on say obianim sir a difficult place okoba so prepare ye and the team nom atime prepare 12 out of 12 games at home and the awesome homutime perform ye if only they want to win. Hans Flick yan kancha Barca fans me say are you happy ono nya na adwen na say china say o free Barca ko ba bia o pesa already titles with FC Barcelona against Villarreal. Hans Flick yan press conference in Sampi and the two bini.
Yes, when we remember the last match in Villarreal, I think it was a lucky win. We had a lot of ballers and they have a fantastic transition game. They had a lot of chances. So at the end, we have to take care about that. That we have to keep the ball, maybe unnecessary mistakes to avoid this. And of course, we have to play our game. This is what we want to do. Why? Every game is important, okay? and not easy. It's just Champions League. And Newcastle also have a fantastic team. We saw in the last games, but also when we play there. So it's not easy. It's so for me, it's always about respect the opponent, and also for this. Everyone wants to reach the final. We also, but I think in Newcastle they also looking for that. But do you know also our way against who we can play? Yeah, it's just like that. I said before. This is every team who are playing in the Champions League in this round. you know, it's they have a lot of quality. So so in the next we can have Tottenham and Atletico again. So it's like that. For me, it's we have to play our best football in this moment in the Champions League. So this is what we want to do. It's great to have this opportunity, but at the end we have to play first, and we respect every opponent.
And some Hans Flick and a two-jam now Gerard Moreno. I was young. Onim sɛ ontimi sia kan tia basane eno eye coach Marcelino Nsama odi atudwan Emiliano Butrugano, director of institutional Emma Madrid. I'll say omno mabo for many years City, and this time Madrid and Yabere and Ombey City at the film Nsama Emiliano Butrugano at the atudwa Matteo Alemani at the atudwa se Antoine Griezmann and Kobe Bia obete our or team A, or team B, or Sino Crabia, any Sansemum, and what Diago Pablo Simeone, Tottenham Spurs in a run of 16. And I'll say, a dear Ojeho, a re-Oviedo gamer, on an airport Nenom, on game beyond that game. We are about game other games no, and then some if the Atletico di Madrid manager, Australia, Toja and an pay, young call Italy na fe, Yanim Como, Italy and pay, now Odawani call Inter Milana, Abusham report and secondly. Christian Kivu and after Nicolo Balera, the name and said 2 players he Everton manager no Everton now for Nicolo Balera ultimate Atnam almost say Amani Suaduno and say Alexandro Bastoni Obetim Atna number on the Dutch here and you clear with the team and then some team Inter Suayem Etoga and Ano Paya you didn't say maybe Emma War all parties pushing for Luka Modric renewal at Milan. You see, Milan manager Max Allegri and him penning for one more club Promuyina and Penisa Luka Modric betting him I stand a contract. Our Milan the final decision. To say our player no so beje penny so best and answer abekoro chrome Luciano Spalletti Juventus Enchebia obete sa amrina sign edim koma wie ama wajatumo etnam ayaduma ede ama tim no mo jem se na no kraman for say ya yina fi Champions League mum yam pam no ne adate on se no pay yan sign kabia mun tumuntre sa opedinom etnam ayaduma ede ama tim na ene big game ewo ho na ewo Signa and Iduna Park Bayern Munich abetua Borussia Dortmund afe amote abani Manuel Neuer on UCL draw and on say Ukrainian ono de nano emra Dortmund and Atalanta elbonom we game no be and next opponent and gamer one elbon that is Dortmund and omunim hawa Atalanta omutim nom etitie omkuta good team and a very difficult game Niko Kovac edia tujam say gamer on Bayern Munich elbon nenom awu ehiano say omupese omu challenge Bayern Munich for the title afia and the game nom I was say omutim Arene Osino Ukraine on the best side and I come on in the Bundesliga and I was some omutim ball to their perfection and some pro and win nom ultimate about Vincent company say the men no are ready Hurricane nom and Luis Diaz nom say omukobo big game be say ya but be about duro here say be kasa bebre na o tidie say and then obetim Arene game nom na ya no musansa on Atalanta say na we see first draw no see oh in a Champions League untumi ntina baby enka say we dey o team ketwa obi anim hwe na film nhweso eye bodo Glimt for niema amaye in the Champions League afi e ka cho se team bia ono no kobonom I was ultimate prepare ye na correct Lima and after Alfonso Davies say and am injury situation and see etia our camp and I say oh I'm respond very well very soon on bet my return him amaye juma ete amatimu Jonathan Ta or say onim Dortmund pa on the day na udiagra said you mbesi atete wonom a gamer I was bomb with their full potentials now fe avoid petty mistakes in the game and a Jonathan Tau player Emma Bayern Munich and in Sabah or the Etuka Enra Kim Minjai on etime enya slight injury out training grounds ahead of gamer I'm gonna dot one elbow and then now I mean cut France now fe yenim komom oh France and then I'm play Nuno Mendes a player Emma Paris Saint-Germain Emma woman Chelsea everyone and I say the last time I'm gonna Chelsea Asianum who etime lusuye namna ayebere South FIFA Club World Cup no the Chelsea J na ayebere and this time on back Chelsea say this is Manchester City Luis Enrique on Chelsea journal and I say bring them on me come here Barca and come here Bayern Munich and come here Arsenal me coach masa say obi team me hunu no PSG for say hey Champions League and bida yani J the last season J and Sobia in the Champions League Fabian Reeves or out at least 2 weeks on to me Sakai Emma Paris Saint-Germain against Chelsea on to me Emma Sakai no be Jean Neves and your ankle injury manager Luis Enrique HM on the injury doctors ni yan woduma so obetim return abaya juma ete amatim no Usman Dembele Sani Mayulu omunyina out from this weekend game omuntimi ensiakan eno yansema eferu anom asoye etodam ewo juma de no so ninyina yade eto anim live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM inti ya twanim na fe yaba na fe shonom etimi atwa so anopay odan woni kopiemom ewo Paris Saint-Germain president Nasser Al-Khelaifi na so ya o say amode omo host ne say ombe defend the UEFA Champions League title no credit say last season no follow Paris Saint-Germain according to opening or say ya no season ya ba nkakra e fire into odie say nyama nyina be koyie ede ama team no way efi minia carter home or say happy birthday to Florence Opoku Merton Keynes UK and our and that your 60th birthday into happy birthday na fenyini na woni so atenu na emramu emfa amounti and pay live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV boss player Mr. Eugene Poku striker head of sports for Promise Media abetrans bi msiere nkofon cross nsem nom AC na afi on the able team nom atoaso no pay
Oniadofo uti Oyerepa 100.7 FM.
Okay, Baba Isa the sports lawyer ede akonkofon cross a chesensem wo ho nyina no de wonte da na baba ede aguo ede amaye baba na weekend in Madrid morning.
Oh, Madrid one day.
Morning why?
You're at Tefi nebo.
Morning at Tefi.
Aye.
Away.
Oh, you're born in Santiago Bernabeu.
Okay.
And a Madrid ne Villa, Barcelona ne Villa Real and I was Spotify company.
Na me ka say mo ko away.
Da be yebofi.
Away dia na esen ka say mo yaba.
Yebofi.
Okay. Nti yenhwe. Real Madrid and Tefi on Monday and na Barcelona ne
Villarreal.
Okay. Mati say Frankie de Jong so pra.
Frankie de Jong.
And a Pedri aba.
And a Pedri aba. And Ochim say Mark Bernard.
Barcelona so omo problem.
Oh, of course.
Omo problem. But unse Pedri pra no. Na man for say Pedri de Barcelona me for ne ko.
Oh, of course.
But Frankie de Jong no very underrated. Very underrated.
Bondu ni mbopa.
Omumienu no ba ku nkonya ba ko. Ntubo se nesusu a Frankie de Jong ni ho no.
Eni ho no.
Do se Pedri so bebre.
But boss Pedri no. O never be in the game. Utimi ya man ho turn to Frankie de Jong. Once Frankie de Jong ope aprepre no mo. But we no obe pia ball in.
Once we yi voices.
Yes.
O kasa wa untimi sama bo voice say sulu ne boma ansa na stories no
we pay
ba obi oti achi o kasa o baba yi say kind stories ye mo baba yi say abaso ba sulu so amebo a
enye we pay
sa na tie
okay
so tell me chana say ti sa na Pedri ene Frankie de Jong de no aye akoye ti say Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo Real Madrid. So na me che no. So obi sacrifice me be
Benzema sacrifice for you.
Sana obi so shine etimi aba. The life no sa na tie. Oh. Amanfo so akeka bi a kire wa fine.
Adai.
Se kotokwa asem no.
Oh, kotokwa asem no se men kan bone bia na.
O de meba. Na botre sports lawyer nya botre meba. Memo yi ni nyina no asa na bedwa for na class ha.
Obeyi bia se kra results there you have to get it for the club.
Okay.
Team now renew of field no so a bia baby enyi.
So asa kan ho.
Oh boss and there.
Team there mo maba no. Kofi Ajima Blackman say good morning. Kodogo must win tomorrow's match. Watching and listening inside Pig Farm in Accra. Okay, yeah, that's say. Parkwest was please more time on this Kotogo issue to educate fans. Pa yebe sa pepe na no pay on the show. I know to also say Herbert Mensah never won the league, but the club was the most attractive team in Ghana those times. And no ne there our day eba and on pa kwesi. Asare Prince say I will plead with the board of Kotoko to appoint George Free as the CEO so that he can put the FA on their toes to bring back the superiority in the Ghana football. Okay. And I will also Michael Usu AK on no city. Baba don't start.
My Saturday.
For so many years, Hasna hasn't win the EPL. I hope the new board will put the interest of Kotoko first above everything else. I also hope the media will give them the briefing space they need to work effectively for the club. And I sincerely hope that the supporters who gossip before even they eat will change their attitude this time. I truly wish them well. And no, Michael Usu AK. And also there our day Abba and no. Mami Hui. Okay. Papa Kwesi baby mo say baba. We need someone who understands the system, not a white man. Ono so de ode abano no. Amponse J say Kotoko supporters and interest. It seems Baba is not happy with the direction.
Me interest say.
O say
mama nka say we. Ye ka so be IMC. Sebi ye mfa juma no man 10 years, 2 years, 3 years. One be your mo de ko. Me no tie yi. Na me supporter na amponse say on deliver oko. And I pin crab by me support me they know you be a me can't feel into no periods one my oko. Say board for na ba. Yes na support to mo. Kodu baby na enkoyi a wo mo kwado be be support no. Me ni interest obi a de me ye kotoko. Me de ye kotoko. Nti sebe oba na okwa ukọ do aba no ono ne ne.
Okay. Ti do bebe bia uta.
Do bebe bia ide tarati.
O de won fa ho ne baby.
Me de me fa ho ne baby.
O dia ne so be kotoko adwuma.
O be kotoko adwuma wi akwa. Ukọ obi abe testify na na amposa fi ontino PS wan hwan. Na pin kan so ba be kan same kire no. O so aba. Ya die ne se kotoko no be yi for the interest of kotoko. And a boss me here me nyo obi say we bada bi de ntimi pam sre no.
O dia ne kotoko. Ni ye.
Ye.
Okay.
Say
no
papa to me for me ba ha no say udu asantima ma tena ho dade ho ne say ade bia opim so no wote asantima ma so
okay ntia papa futu ne dia ka banka de
o da bi say onu to me for nti me bia me kai say
young guy be so here for me to say my suggestion is that the coming CEO should get a credible agent to help transfer the youth players abroad. And also, some of the media houses in Kumasi must not hate the board and management if they don't visit their station. Okay, and also a young Gabi there, our day Abba and unknown. We say striker. Do you want to tell me that the 3 board members have more money than Tottenham Hotspur winner? Still, they are streaking in the same old story. The pitch will decide the day. We osiphobia emu odeye we ye hwan ene de message aba wan fa ne din anka ho. Okay, Konedu Isaac ena ede sa message wi ede ebaye ono so de awode abeto aso eno no ye beko kanjinfo aso ye na ye ne kanjinfo akodi enkomo ye ne kanjinfo wi a na afi ye rama no ne kakra na afi abafie ni abehwe ensem ewo fie a ena no pay ye adwensi be di ho nkomo ewo eye dwumadi eso elder akwaba bibia bokode
many amajo so erade
me koso kama
yeah fine
okay
yeah kama
elder na stations be na waye adwuma na waye sports presenter ho na
me shall say what takrade we started with Kiss FM and I'm called Good News FM Health FM yes and I'm samba back to Kiss and as 2016 me ba Fox
Kiss FM and ba ko ne FM say Rock
Rock FM say takrade their Kiss Rock Sky Good News numuna wow sisi ade dodo na ba
those days na ye commentary no na omunyina ya affiliate
yes and yeah
kai the early 2000s no
yes
we are commentary now say Kiss FM watakwade Rock FM watakwade omunyina fa commentary no
me na me catch it those they not really no bumpa enyagro but takwade they na kuma se ta akra efidi takwade pa those days it now can you
this wo Hello FM ni Peace FM
oh I see
na ikwa commentary ni de fa ho no
mwejina mache mwejina mache
but say they uni baby
ezia me wo Pent Radio was kwa
a Pentecost
me pacho
okay
wana mijina msa
say what dey on your sports
afini ya shishe
na
me yet bit
Tibbe sports
e wo morning show
so Pent Radio dey say somebody can ayi mudi promote
ni nyina ginam but ya besa say possessing the nations ya besa ya cover ni nyina
Pent Radio
nti ya shishe sports no so ba
okay see Pentecost for moko radio nyina mudi mo hwagim
ni TV ni nyina region bia ye bibo region bia most of the regions we have
my idea na say me ko pie building bi so na building ne tiapo bi say me so Pentecost for
oh I see
them say business sector bia no Pentecost ura ho say mo yes
say nation building
nation ade ba ko so manage ho ne say omu wi ana masa fa sore man nwuma so we Pentecost ni
ba cho am elder
so there na the Pentecost for nkwa to elder and I'm saying to me bisa no e bia no elder wa sore fufu ana me bo
say obedo no
yenkwai
right
no pede odi free kanjin for so the next 10 minutes ni hu nkomo
pia minia adoped min sama yetia ya hwe minerals a ewonsuum ene asunsun so woni padua no so minerals a ewonsuum ene ne sunsun so woni padua no so na Kangen energy drinking water and I'm say international brand intino most of the times research sua ho ade ye de bia fa vidiem ya kenkan bia fa ho ena ya assessment afa nsuo no ho enti nsuo no nsuo a edakrogen na different na de bia meka me say o person hu nsuo we nsu papa anase enye nsu papa enye yetechirema enye ano ene yede test ehwe sanse se wo produce nsuo na opese Food and Drugs Authority for agituma o de sample no koma omo asebe officers no mo FDA honom no omo nnum nsuo ne hwe even though ombetimi anom bi ba enye omo ano no de nom hwe se nsuo na odi aba na eye anase enye o de kwa omo de lab na yede afam fidiem na mfidie ni yede fam no ye obibi afa na physical chemical analysis na the physical chemical analysis no e na be kire se nsuo no anye bia minerals be na wom magnesium wom iron wom calcium wom sodium wom na saa nuane no ise bi wo mu krampo ani percentage no te sen ansa na ye wi a or ya sa test the pH no the potential of hydrogen no eno the acidity or the neutrality or the alkalinity of the water eno no nye mineral na mum no kire nsuo na hoden ba bia ejina na Kangen energy drinking water de ya de akọ ema afam fidiem ama ade a physical chemical analysis no has been done ya nso ye wo ye lab ye de fam enti nsuo no ade a onoma nsuo a etiapo enti maka se enye wo techema na wo de test ahwe enti person test Kangen energy drinking water na wo hwe ni mineral potency ene ni pH potency a yaka se obetimi anya wo pH tester say electronic ana sample de ye liquid one wo de test ahwe enti se nsuo we purely alkaline water ni pH no 7.5 to 8.5 purely alkaline acid bia enim na wonoma emanipadua no nkanko enti anope se wonya Kangen energy drinking water ni bi nomi anase bia wodi asa bomode na fa numbers a egu screen so you hwe TV so ana social media handle bi so na wo hwa bomode na fa numbers a e screen so 0507 37 9474 0507 37 9474 obetimi nso areche eye Kangen Energetic Water Limited office and so through 0241 449191 na Kangen Water eye adwuma throughout ene memende ya oteme nkan yegu so ewo office eye adwuma maintain numbers yegu screen so bo modern afre awie ya cars beko out ako deliver nsuo ebinum order 800 packs omo gi aton no ebi ege 1000 packs ebi gi 800 ebi gi 500 ebi gi 200 ebi gi 100 ebi gi 50 ana omo so moto ayusu obi gi 40 packs obi gi 30 packs 20 packs 15 packs for on na busua for the month and sorry enyumaku ahodo even media houses are ewo kumase any Ghana hambia omne Kangen ewo sa yonkofa no a Kangen supply wo munsuo a wo enom edos bebre anope delivery cars no ebe move out enti bomodin say wo be fa number ne sisi ana so wafre ofre a wa place order no ebia me here 10 packs me here 20 packs me here 30 packs ana me pese me tombi ewo nhihye etesen mo a mo pese mo ton mo ye distributors no major distributors sole distributors no ye want special discount e de mamo senia etie na auto for retail cramp na pack no ehyimu mako 6 30 Ghana cedis and ehyimu nketwa no 500 ml no ehyimu mako 12 and also 30 Ghana cedis enti wo fa numbers no sisi a no wafre ebeko office sisi a ombefa na omuni wedi nkomo question bi opese obisa efa Kangen Energetic drinking water ho no wonsa ebetimi aka na so obisa yebeyi wa no anope minim say MCR I ready a opese ye hwe minerals a ewo nsuom ene na hoden di ema Kangen water no edanso na ebi ena edaso yi on say we me search Google into say Google sign on the top no san say insuo no international brand na ye we dia me type no general ebisa say key benefit a mineral water mo any the effect o hwe dey kan say calcium say woto Kangen water na ya hwe bottle no ho mineral table na da ho no obo say obo calcium wom obo magnesium wom obo potassium wom na sa minerals ye wo nsuo mu no adwuma ben na eye eno na anope baby sa Google say Google sesi ade animdi aba enti bibia animdi bi ope wo internet nso be obenya ade a sa calcium ni potassium ni magnesium ye wo Kangen water mu no eso mfaso ede manipadua no ene sen na o se calcium no ye essential for maintaining strong bones ema bones unompe hu ya din ema wo se enso hu ya din na fe nso no ema wo muscles wuntini nso ya den etimi gina so na magnesium so say support immune health ema eboa se na bia wakoma beden ebebo yie and you can see potassium also there regulative fluids fluids in the blood say blood no moja no ebedi afusane any insuo bia wo nipadua no ma eboa ma nipadua no ekonkan no saa enwuma we na saa minerals we a ewo nsuo no no ye den de bo nipadua no it's also blood pressure and after so muscle function no ye ka muscle function ye ka untini no untini na esoso unompemu ene honam no mu e de agina ne so no eno na eboa ema sane ma etimi ye adwuma yie sodium eno so regulate water balance e woni padua no se na tie na we mu nyina no sa wo hwa Kangen Energetic drinking water wo de hwa mineral content na e wo bottle no ho a obo sane nyina ye den e wo mu kama pa fluoride any ade adwuma eye so these minerals are embedded in Kangen Energetic drinking water den eboa onipadua no enkanko and that is the reason why Kangen Energetic drinking water no exceptional and is a wuto nsuo also pay attention to the fact say minerals are ewo nsuo no den ebeboa na eboa onipadua no enkanko enti no na eda screen so a really say wo obetimi akenkan no so wakan na akwakosi ebetimi akọ the next phase obehu other minerals no bicarbonate and fluoride sodium ni nyina adwuma ebo edi manipadua no these are a normal of public knowledge na ye di Kangen water ho adanse no enye se de ano keke na eka na mo yesua ho de ehye se nsuo no etesen enti so bi ka Kangen water ho asem a obeka se bi a na nsuo so na ye di ho adanse etesen ane esefata sanse nsuo ya de nipadua ne ye nsuo sense hia aduane nsuo wo nipadua bia mo eyo ha nchiche mo ba aduosia enum about 65% eye nsuo ewo nipadua no enti nsuo ko mu de ya ewo so ma woni ko ho pa so these are some of the things are minerals are wo nsuo no ma den eboa ne nkanko ye betimi akọ next page na no so ya hye other minerals are and also Kangen water no no any adwuma ebo edi manipadua no na yakoya nimu a me hyeda so ebo hye mu say So these are the other key considerations. They say heart health. Also drinking mineral rich water, no, it can improve your cardiovascular health. The rate at which ohome so what you ohome 10 na home ensense so ye any ade ni nyina no e wo se enye yarebia na de no maduro yarebi ho a wunsu a wonom na enye den enye digestive impact e boa maduane na e wo yam no eyam ye aduane no den eyam kama pa enti yenko yanim na yehwe me hyeda bisa Google say mineral say what can gen water mo me ye no specific we na da so no me ye no general mineral water and me bisa specifically say into slide number I think 4 or 5 into ye share no abo se me bisa Google say kanjen water no minerals a wo mu no ne sunsun so ni pedua no ankasa no dean and because kanjen water ne international brand enye se bia ye ne ehye kukuam bi ene ye bribi but say ionizer na ye de ye nsuo no technology from Japan and no ekira say o produce nsuo no a eyi acid no fa different side na eyi minerals no so den enso e dia fa different side enti de da so ni me bisa Google say the key effects of minerals and properties in kanjen water or say a bini dian one enhance hydration and electrolyte say onim say kanjen water no ni technology ni produce no electrolysis into electrolysis no che say e charge nsuo no na pH no akosoro eyi acid film na minerals no so yi no ho na yetimi aso e de abedwama so na abeden yaba ababeton and these are the things that kanjen water and then two or say antioxidant benefits the negative ORP no oxidative reduction potential kanjen water yinsu a udi ORP meter eshema negative figures and say a containing antioxidants it is obi a apple and also be cucumber and also be avocado and a pear any atosudi atete saa ye can minerals any nutrient a boni pedua ni primary source no aduane balanced diet mu but ni padodo say na timi di balanced diet enti wontimi nya balanced diet no eni ni papa no but modern say benya nsu papa nso anom na ni pedua na yeden akonkan enti mama nkanfo kanje na energy drinking water no yede emfama but modern na fa numbers no frɛ sisia na wono onom kanje water no onda dance ye doso ebi credit kanje ho dance obeka say nsuo no kwa ye aduru enye aduru nemo because say nsu papa ne minerals no ewo soro na fe nso ne pH no so wo soro nti ebo ni pedua ne nkanko enti frɛ sisia ewo office number no 0241 449191 0241 449191 die bo akra ne se o frɛ no na ye fa sisia frɛ sisia ye befa na ye ne wedi nkomo na medical ka se number no so WhatsApp e obetima send voice note for another voice message WhatsApp na we bisa question bi o pese obisa e fa nsuo no ho quickly ye wo team a o be reach out to you na o question nyina o moyi ano e de amount Ghana ha region bia kanje na energy drinking water ho ye wo distributors across every region in Ghana including the capital city Accra ekofa every region bia enti unnim se bia bia wo no kanjen ebia bi bewo anase bi mewa o de fa number no na frɛ o frɛ na ba officer ye be direct o e de akɔ the nearest distributor na wo so akɔ kanjen na energy drinking water no enso ebi ewo ho maka se okɔ Japan a machine produce kanjen water e ho no mo produce free ye frɛ na kanjen water machine no ionizers no energy company na produce machine no Japan enewo na machine no certified medical device ewo Japan a omo yusu ewo mo hospitals ba ye Ghana ha no and food products no ye regularize no to be your friends a health anti sanity but then the difference is that the same machine now we use in Japan the same machine and yes we use to produce kanjen water nti nsuo no nsuo dance one the pH different two the mineral components nso osoro nti bomodern na uni ufie uni wajuma munya kanjen energy drinking water ni bi na mo be frɛ me na mo de adanse akire number no once again na sorry so 0241 44 91 91 0241 44 91 91
Elder Steven yebedase dasene yebese hia na yedi kanjen ho enkomo
medase menua
edase se wasaba eni ababedi eye kanjen ho enkomo se obed atnase ejedi akwaba se obed in his blasters JC se ne chade senki ni bo match bia
me she matade jibom no
but what is amanfo because of Independence Day neighbor no anything Ghana flag so my entire bia a bomb de ginger walk to a man for a pilot.
Or more show my dear. Mehupa, Mehuzom see the JC fevers a day. Or more show my dear.
Anka idea near, but a bono mojina,
so more show my dear. Idea any time for Sanyo. Idea and the care. Say Ghana Mountain on car, or share Blasters JC and I will share Ghana JC. But so Baba, you're born Kuntai, the as any while we try on how I wash our dear, no business for washing. Sadia na Kruma BB bar, not they take advantage to cheat the public, no. And you feed into their hands. On say your perishable goods or anyway, DB and the peak period now. They said JC say ahead of the World Cup it will be a peak period, especially some be a month to the World Cup, especially to the international community. And as since March, the capitalists let me create a movement or they cash out. But if the people want to patronize her, you're going to take advantage of that to cheat them. As a vast day, yeah, but mom got to talk to Tony, your mother or my no jibo. It's all na material crown of fro, virgin free. No matter to so say cab, sana see a yomo. Sana see a yomo. No more giants and your man, no more injury in your masono.
Yes,
we the customers encourage them.
For take advantage of
Of course.
Adie bia ne bo kra nya bo bia yu bia tumna fe yakofa se bebre
I so ko be na o go bonzo mai debi me be free ho the next time
ma to adie ni ma chese
ma tese ne boy ma tese that the one an ye be she
ama ma ni ma ye din and be bia be wadun se wuto bi obed ne bo den e wo mema
yeah because
yes ye blame mpanyifo but a do stage Ghana for so abudidwa monye considerate kakra
ebi trimo den
kofa de na ba beton a ade 1 cedi na de 10 cedis.
That's why sometimes I say you almost say Nigeria for need still your market. The Nigerian will look at the profit margin, though sometimes having a big profit margin ebe boa, but the boy who say in your man a quantum e boa no to so no atete so na the profit in ekitu am say nipa bibira ba beto to we bia with the whole day na nipa ba akwa beto and nipa ba akwa ne beto a when they later get to know the price elsewhere on some baby. That's the problem of most of the business people in this country.
Too much.
Say
young kwama na kakra na ye ba enen komo bebre wo fie be di titu the new board e the man Santikotoko me sure say we follow nyoma. So there one opportunity to work e wa Santikotoko management mu as a former communication director of the club. Nti experience there e wo Kotoko mu there there wo fie ha wo chen obi a the aircraft so there the tradition of the club, how you combine modern day football with tradition of the club no you sure say when your opportunity ahwe ni nyina but ni nyina no administration kro ne bewie no obed na omokwa na ensem ye didi omochi amomako no enye ensem ketwa say board aba omoba be ye adwuma ebebusebisa nyoma kakra na watimi aboaye e wo yedwuma di nso.
Oh, you have a lot of discussions. Yes. I mean say in our statement now there are certain things which I said there will be more direction that should be added. It looks a bit yikakra. I say enye the traditional Kotoko statement here they announce it new leadership no. So people are asking the number of years this is more like just an announcement. I said, yeah, mama who saw my ba because I think that they wanted to avoid speculations.
Yeah,
say Bianca Sunday, Bedru Stadium, maybe a penny for or not, a before speculations, you know. So just to clarify things and put things at the right place, and then I catch them. It's a question down who say if you are board na board for you be around that. Obimbe draw conclusion be a start any form of because one thing is that whenever somebody is named there will be an opposition.
Yeah,
it is encounter speculation it was or running maybe a Sunday Homo Stadium. People who are not pleased with how it is going or the direction, can be sorry and about negative about them. But now that is official, I mean, who will be Poku or Poku with Trima any year. So it calm down and it settles the dust. So yeah, yeah.
Baby, I will be over to me as the Oswadron say our body in Waba. Number is 0241915555. SMS and our WhatsApp or voice notes. Welcome on the show on Facebook. Oyerepa Radio. ɛho nyinaa so wadwenkyerɛ on the new board ɛde ma Asante Kotoko obetimi ɛde aba sɛ ɛkyerɛ din yɛnkɔ.
All right, matches in over this weekend. Na you started free the Spanish La Liga.
Yeah.
Coach Hansi Flick bought 100 game for Barcelona as a coach. Na so far you were very you were very
send obekwe na mama onya trust de mama na kwa ba na manfo so wa ha lawyer Safuduku Kasamafo edema Kumasi Asante Kotoko na ye communication director edema Asante Kotoko lawyer Akwaba
Jibo ya ania
bibia bokode
Nyankopɔn dom ade kyewa wodi afio.
Okay nti opanyina matine ken lawyer Safuduku Asante ko echitafo mu Kasamafo ewo ha ane ye ne bedi nkomo pa ewo eye dwumadi so nti o question bi a wo bia no wo betimi di aba on the show a lawyer aye krado a obeyi wa no ne ma remfi se eda kwasieda e o kina ya o kina Babaya Sports Stadium Asante Kotoko ni Vision FC. I'm say news na ekoso na ya kata match so but ese ka kire mo say kina match e ho Babaya Sports Stadium. Management still league no mun consider defeat. To mun consider defeat the na so kina game no e ka ho. So nti wo kina Kotoko any Vision FC game no e ba so. Seba lawyer no miensa. No miensa pepe. Okay. Nti mbacho monhye no so ne lawyer bedi ho enkomo ti lawyer yedi kan mo akwa yetwe ho kakra bi na ye ba na afi ye no di ahihye so pa say
a lot of persons say no na lawyer picture.
Yeah, I mean who lawyer picture name. And
I think the fans of Protocol would definitely want to know.
Yes, most of the coaches be ba.
People ko kan na wa majuma o.
Na one guy.
Danger man.
Na so no.
Na wa de oni abrofu bia nam na say.
Na many abrofu na man na
It's
coaches.
Show more effort now.
Na do no say coaches.
Raising for.
Omo say coaches.
Ochro to work.
Omo say coaches.
Omo say coaches.
We pesa abante no ha na kama busa na question.
Sir. Okay.
But lo na say oni abrofu na but no mo coaches.
Na me class bi ti baby. Agas sponsor di baby di nkoma. Na we di me gase me di coaches ba.
Ah okay, your personal clients. Omo do masama be down kwa na wo ha.
E di baby di nkoma kwa.
Who is what you?
No mo share back dress na I say. What's the coach bi?
Oh, what's that?
You can come chop picture crowd ya bana nyi yi.
Yento aso. Go visa gitu akwaba.
Men on the ground.
Ibi aboko de.
Na me adom we fa.
Over there monitor.
So quick one. Villarreal against Barcelona, massive game. So, you're a Madrid fan now. You are counting and hoping that Barcelona will drop points. But this is one match I'll bet me Edu Gidiashim Kaka against Marcelino's Villarreal. On my last 4 matches, home games, on the Barcelona, but Jibo may win 3. And they come in as an anti-Barcelona. Jibo, Marcelino is a different breed of coach. On the Ateta ya enam kwamba akusubi ama mekakra. And why I make us on the Ateta ya enam kwamba akuno yese. He places a lot of emphasis on defensive stability. But when he meets a team that obetime overpower more, he takes the game to them. And that is a story. When ushia teams like Barcelona, the tactical flexibility no the Eugene, a perfect opposite of the Barcelona game. And Jibo, teams say how Barcelona need teams are. They have the ability to attack Barcelona, especially the spaces behind them. But defensively, no matter the amount of control Barcelona benya over the ball, no, they will limit their spaces, preventing Barcelona to create decent chances to punish them. So far, no never be idea ultimately Barcelona. So okay, so Barca go 2-2 Jibo. Ultimately nyasa in 90 minutes. So almost all the teams have Barcelona no. There are times they spark the game and put the pressure on Barcelona. Maybe within 10 minutes, no matter Sojanes your Mosokakra. Then they now give the allow Barcelona to have the ball, but they will now control the space You can have the ball, but you are not controlling the space. You can have the ball, but the opponent can restrict you because of the defensive lines. How I over penetrating, and that is Marcelino for you. And like I said earlier on, Madrid fans would follow this game with keen interest. Jibo, he's a coach that the defensive discipline, I was so papa. Sometimes on only tradition in 4-3-3 kakra, 4-4-2 kakra, and Jibo, the first line of defense, the attackers, So and Barcelona midfielders should expect that the attackers of Villarreal, never started the pressing game. They are going to put them under pressure. Send your passes, they will force them to make some elementary mistakes if they are not careful. Barcelona will problem be, and that is their midfield. So in terms of quality and potential, though comparing players to legends, a mismatch kakra. But I will check you a bit, say Frankie de Jong, Pedri, and Gavia. Jibo, some they have the potential to form a strong midfield three for Barcelona.
Frankie de Jong,
Gavi, and Pedri.
Gavi
and Pedri.
Okay. Now Gavi ni what no?
That is where the issue is. But these guys, are consistent because of injuries. Frankie de Jong be prane no chinana Gavi. All banana Gavi ko. Pedri bano. Na Frankie de Jong ko. And that has been the problem of Hansi Flick. Also Frankie de Jong so pra. At the moment ana Pedri eba. And any issue. So Jibo, because of time, let's go in for a slim margin win for Barcelona in today's game. Win or draw for Barcelona.
Win or draw for Barcelona.
Yes. Okay. Barca can easily drop points in this particular game. Jibo, na yakoye anymore. But also Emiliano Botingueno Akasa at the AFA Champions League draw. No. Jibo, the conspiracy theory is there, but the new format in the new binaye, a modern bonedoko to be adano. If Manchester City did FIFA and Madrid did Caesar, there is no way they would have played together. Once a Madrid for the person chess, I say UEFA for one year set fixtures not to Hobina or Moya dia mom. Wait, dear Jibo, your boy UEFA for home by ye. You come once and pay ye. But me, I can the early stage in a city share Madrid, granted. But last year, Obushi and Jibo, Omumia can knock out for no. And a knockout in the Yashisha to what other. Say the ha. The two possible teams you can meet in any acquired drawn when you're back. That was last year. Now this year, I can't ask Mjibo. What happened? This year, this year is a City and automatic qualification. Madrid could ball playoff. And as our bracket now City down. And one now Madrid did that. So yes, you can talk about they manipulating it at the final end where draw neighbor so. But the question is Senkawan Kodawa. So I think they should drop that conspiracy theory, that would be a classic game on the Champions League. As to who will qualify, there's still time ahead. Chelsea, PSG, there's still time. But Chelsea in the Arsenal game, and then Merenti, Bonitel, 34, and Tiasa.
Ochina.
Nah. Arsenal would win the game. Arsenal be winning.
Arsenal be Chelsea.
Yes, they will beat them. Arsenal in big matches. No. So actually Arsenal is very difficult to beat them. Team better drop Arsenal points. Wolves.
I'm
share Villa. Yes. Unai Emery so inconsistent. But Barcelona here carry on Juma Kakra so yeah. Jibo, I'm the Brentford board draw. Then I'm here Spurs. I'm sure. Despite the new manager bouncing, they won the game. And look at the Arsenal in the Champions League. They were just unbeatable and unstoppable against the back side. Yes, so I can say, I'm going to Liverpool boy, I'm going to Chelsea boy, draw, BPAP. But if there is a team that you can trust to stop them, DNA Chelsea a hard against the big teams. Enzo Maresca. So Bekaya Maresca boy against the big teams are the modern one call best said team different. ba no be bon keto na ho na asem no wo ba say EFL Cup na Carabao Cup Arsenal team nya back to back win against Chelsea under Liam Rossinier, and that is say Arteta ko gina dressing room now ope bibi di asem rante ni nkran a jibo the same match no the be asem rante ni nkran say yeah you've beaten them twice, let's go and do it against them in today's game, in tomorrow's game, jibo. So I think Arsenal's chances no abeto so, and Arsenal is going to beat Chelsea. The best for Chelsea will be a draw, which I don't even expect to happen. Arsenal for now are locked in and they've activated their dark ends. Liam Rossinier, the last game, Arsenal for nya corner no ama 3 players are good in a center line also. Sending Arsenal between defenders ni biaba so that they can protect any attacking transition against Chelsea. That's a different story altogether. I believe in Arteta in terms of the managerial duties on the bench, game management, tactical arrangement, Maybe Arteta over Liam Rossinier. So I'm going in for a Arsenal win or draw in a game. Jibo, but man who's Michael Carrick.
Okay.
A win for them, they will be ahead of Aston Villa.
Yeah, on goal difference.
This is massive. Jibo, this is massive. A bit me a Siana, yes. Carrick making good use of the rest team FN Manchester United in breaking a banner and rest, and he's making good use of it. Into say United play with some form of refreshing energy in every game. They are refreshed, they are okay, and they are ready to go ahead and do everything possible for a year Manchester United against Crystal Palace. Jibo yemma a United win was our match say Shesen and Yomane Kwa Carrick has the antidote and has the solutions to the problems.
Okay.
Defensively, he has done a lot. The influence, any confidence or the ama thing. And now at the back Carrick can't so after so take you over from Ruben Amorim here, the attacking threat. United is still scoring. And on some last 2 matches, now one goal. But it was necessary. These were matches against the low block sides. The being and weakness of Manchester United over a long time.
Yeah.
Into these low block sides, no one end to end like the big teams. And a win is the most important thing. Jibo, straight ahead, United or now young fan community.
Okay. Alright, me that say. Jack, ma minti way.
A very interesting weekend.
Say the Carrick and the Manchester ABD third you.
Oh, sir, it was something that Onyamba in Anamsi United ABD. It is Adia ABC. Based on the
now already United
yeah. Now it was
to beat me 16 out of 80.
Oh, no, Adia United Bay. As much as me bo Carrick Abaso say he has done a very good job, but Obia follow program he behind say as man ma can when namunya mo say nyem
kasa do time no obomabu
what be mabambu though na no say be okay na me say they will be in the top 4.
Okay
ntina me de na enye after top 4 no dey top 5 no yedi ehumienza chaka 3 teams pre 2 slots nti say 3 aye dey ni say ombugu mu dey Arsenal City and Man U omo dey omato tiki da top 5 anymore. That way Aston Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool and I pre 2 slot na aka no.
Manchester nya enya Champions
League da. I feel Liverpool for na omo tie so up any Chelsea for na Brana Aston Villa bonds na bia be you free because Abrana bon o you know want to nim what is wrong with Aston Villa.
That yenkoi.
Dimo a bit tricky weekend. So na the Serie A looks as nothing will change in the Serie A in terms of a strong and what is happening. Inter Nyame adman dey will beat Genoa. You born tattoo when there's a big news like this na unya lawyer wa say ya nko say you waste time cry because kotoko news na big scene news bia Okroma Center no.
Na for be say e dey Genoa.
ɛwɔ January for no so wɔ hɔ nti ɛyɛ January for deɛ ma wane abɛyɛ ɛyi for so deɛ ama
yɛnyɛ nkyɛ koraa yɛmu dan deɛ ɛbɔ ntetetetew ne aba fie because kɔtɔkɔnsɛm no ano ɛhye nti Jibo nothing will change in the Serie A. Inter will beat Genoa and about 2 or more goals against Genoa, and so Giuseppe Meazza now Oma continue their dominance and so Italian Serie A anymore. Now me ad watch now Cremonese elbow Milan after Milan recent results now ama points now quite 10 no. They want to revive their season against Cremonese. Now I'm not sure there's any other fixture that we are Milan supporter be happy so mobile anymore because they are playing against Cremonese even though before now no defeat here Milan lose their second league game, you know. Now the only team on watching Milan is Cremonese. That was the first day of the Italian Serie A. But Cremonese, no, Brana Mobono recently they are without winning their last 12 matches. Last 12 matches omu winning be home and away. Omu lose baku 8.
Sir.
Yes.
8 games. But home so you
8 defeat
the whole season.
No, like in their last 12 matches no.
Omu lose 8. Okay.
And their recent results no Jibu. Enya dia eso eni. Yes. Omu Genoa bo 0-0, Inter ko show 2-0, Verona no ko bo 0-0, Cagliari no ko bo 2-2, Napoli show 2-0. Then Enamwa no share Lecce 2-0. After that, Roma show 3-1, Cremonese Juventus show 2-1. Atlanta 1-1, Cremonese one Udinese 1-1, Parma 0-0. Tijimu, ofia all season we win only 2 games at home. That is
one venue Milan come on yade.
Yeah, the last 3 visits Milan win be. The last 3, that is 2022 0-0, 1996 0-0, Cremonese Milan 1-0 in 1994. Then Milan won 93 by 93 2-0. After that and as a 92 1-1 and 1989 so Michel Milan 1-0 into the last 3 visit Milan over there we winning 1 pair. So any venue that they are doing well, but Cremonese current form no Jibu minister say Milan for can disappoint the Milan and Ram say Milan for no more akremi on Monozana or my meeting say me say Milan play bien no bet me start for Inter Jibu sa no my meeting and Ram me call ya mo ne me pa nra Milan for no o man fan chame kura. But Jibo, I think say Cremonese young call for 2-1 win for Inter Milan. Sa game now money Cremonese ebe
AC Milan.
Yeah, they will win by 2 goals.
AC Milan 2 Cremonese 1.
Yeah, that is how I see it. Roma ni Juve match no. Juve are not in a good spirit. Jibo, who's after they borrow for the no. They are not in a good spirit.
Galatasaray.
Sorry, Galatasaray. They are not in a very good spirit, and it may affect them negatively in the league games now or more airborne. And now Juve 46 points, Roma 50 points. Jibo, truth be told, Luciano Spalletti say on your time, your preseason now on the type of players that he wants are. Jibo be having pound because so far, already the Krempa Wayano or Juve team in more. If he gets the kind of players, so be in the style of play, how he wants to play football. So when the players here preseason next season Juve will be a force circle, and he's now coaching one of those teams now. They can spend for him. The Juve, Italy, they are the biggest spenders when it comes to spending car. Until next season, we will look out for Juventus, but I feel ready. In Yama, I style be Eddie Amoma Kakra. But Jibu, this game, one of those games now, a set draw pa no so.
Roma ni Juve.
Yeah, I said, yeah, it's a draw at the Mami Bisa.
So I'm born Olympico. Olympico. Okay. Spalletti ni Gasparini. Hey, Ebeiro.
They'll give us one thing that I assured they said they'll give us good football.
Yeah.
And we'll be entertaining, very, very interesting football. But it's a draw the moment. Scoring draw bisa and so on. Jibo, La Liga there. I expect Barca to beat Villarreal, even though there are issues about their midfield. say Frankie de Jong is out, but Bernard Oshomo last game he played very well. Until Bernard Pedri plus Fermin Lopez, they are good enough to play against any Maford. Jibo Basa tipped them to win by 2-1 against Villarreal. Both teams to score and was a game minimum. Say the Monday number ball. Real Madrid will come on Monday and discuss it. Premier League, Jibo. Liverpool, our ticket game kakra. One of the teams now. Almost time we are teams now more pre-relegation no. We've seen what Wolves are doing, even though they are almost relegated, but they are showing they want to do something. And Russia West Ham recently are more results now. Almost them similar kind as well. They are trying to avoid relegation, so their performance is different. Jibo at Anfield, I feel with Liverpool, one of disappointing results. Most of them in Arno is Anfield. Burnley drawing there, Leeds drawing there, Sunderland drawing there, Nottingham winning there. So the trajectory of the results, Nottingham won there by 3-0. Sunderland able 1-1 Leeds able 0-0 and the Burnley 1-1 but Jibu West Ham will not survive at Anfield. We say after Liverpool quite be after Villa draw no. Now it's clear say the advantage could Liverpool same say move it up to to make the top 4 to make the Champions League spot against West Ham. Jibu I'll go for a 2-1 win and that's a 3-1 win before Liverpool against West Ham. Leeds Man City match of the day in the Premier League. Leeds. Yeah. Match
very stubborn side.
I feel lawyer or Mate Tinko for papa Leeds for no. Say on yes, I wrote here. League in the on but obesel points at the amount. This is how Leeds have played this season. Do you know? Last week, I'm going to 1-1 with Aston Villa. Before then, no, I'm going to 2-2 with Chelsea. Before then, now, Man United about 1-1. Before then, no, I'm going to 0-0 with Leeds. Liverpool about 3-3. Chelsea 3-1 afiwe. Now, Jibo, so okay, I'm first leg in come boy from a 2-0 down. And I'm a team 2-2 against Man City away yard. Before folding, ya pombo na 90 plus something minute. And also we go more. And Jibo in their last 25 games under the lights, nobody have beaten them at Ellen Road.
Leeds. Omola say
25 under the lights. Like I'm born in Numbre. Yeah, under flat light no.
Okay. 20 we are the mutimi lusu.
We are the mutimi lusu.
But you so kania ne dia.
25 be me show more.
And so so kania.
Be kania no. 25 you so kania na be me show more. And then you so kania and community able. It's one of those games now Arsenal ebe hope no based on what Leeds have done this season no. Yes, I knew match you know. Jibo anyone wants to score and draw.
And match no.
Anyone wants to score and draw. If one
is City measure move.
City will win, they win heavily. He says one shot. But say City at the end of City sorry, Leeds at the end of form one. Jibu and draw no because they omit it especially they are how they attack with pace no. I mean today whether City or Boko Diaz because me say na be feel say so called Husanov and the fan saying Maggie because of how pacey they are to stop Sir Leeds for no America to no. Okay, now no last game no so you Diaz film because akwa be need to America be no on me okotwa no koji yellow card em say na Anthony Gordon
yeah
Emma Diaz yes eji yellow card one no you film fast e Husanov e buy eti sa game was a game at least for no to America. Jibo
by City 3-1.
So no, if they win comfortably.
City be share 3
but
at least 3-1
light no so form so they are I'm saying make a draw no. Eti Jibo sanity on Man United will beat Crystal Palace. Palace
Semenyo to score.
Semenyo so he's likely to score. So if you abeje or the Ghana they na kwa J in free Alan nsemo akwaje ina free Alan nsemo.
Akwaje
so after the shining now was Semenyo.
Okay.
akwaji shine nya de free Haaland nsem dibo Man United will beat Crystal Palace ochana na omako reto for no mo Crystal Palace are not in a good run nti okwa for at Old Trafford for 3-1 win for Manchester United against Crystal Palace.
Money here about Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace, yes.
Manchester 3, Crystal Palace
1, and so on. No.
According to Kofi Zakitu.
Oh, Sana ABC. Arsenal,
Chelsea.
Nemo se ne no so buy no say early stages na say obi so as ojana so pa but recently no results no any convincing. Not the results alone but performance no any convincing against Burnley, against Leeds, and the 2 games that about with Arsenal ni no na enshada nya dia na esoani. Dibo Arsenal at this stage at Emirates will not drop a point. Dibo in terms of BBR no the midfield battle is very key. Now with Losene Obo, Andy Santos, Casedo and Enzo as midfield 3. Then there's a Brazilian João Pedro Neto, then Kupama. So as a vow ebe free in China bum kakra. Eti all person onya a compact midfield. A wash national so a compactness in the war with Declan Rice, Zubimendi, then whether Eze or Odegaard or Bobiano and so on no na attack na ayedwuma. Adebakwa Arsenal edebe teach us in how omo attack no is a bit sharper than the Chelsea attack with Gyökeres, Bukayo Saka and whoever plays on the left side biano. Honas mfisa Arsenal for no edebe Chelsea, and again where they are stronger than Chelsea defensively. Arsenal have a bit stronger defense as compared to what Boboko from Chelsea. And you know, Jibo, Chelsea to concede is something, and they see Chelsea to concede, they will concede.
Arsenal to score.
Arsenal to score, a sure bet. And a young goes on Dawson. Game no either 1-0 win for Arsenal and I say 2-1 win for Arsenal.
Okay, Zach. It has it. Dugba Luis or say City will beat Leeds by 4-1. Denis Sokranten or say Leeds 2, Manchester City 2. And also there our day Abba and no. All right, other messages remember na ya some messages na ya wo hono. Lawyer Safuduku ye mo akwa babiem ye ne kasama for the man Sante Kotoko Lawyer Safuduku and the bray idea ni ye ne baba twetwe nkomo ansa na bedwafo enu akrata e fifiri kesi menhia e de eba ye no mososo etimi a checho madwene e wo ho Lawyer ye samu akwa babiem na asi apia stadium sesei Honorable Apia Stadium.
Also, what you? Bansan and Maming touch on some issues of national interest.
Okay.
Of
national interest.
Yes. Or Mamfuna need actually. Titu, Yamran Tenamabawan. I would say the baby Minya course, Binum Shamia, lawyer so who can catch the Minister for Sports and Recreation. Now, one to Ghana Mampany and say a few work up no. Omo the number some go be the Boagana. Think company. Mwana nkedudu no intimi ko hwe no monsamra na gana mampanesi wadi atu na omunyina so ne se dollar na bafam deti omu se mampani bo na se kanen wo ka wi dollar eno so ba wan ye ni de dollar no ye hu bi se da abafam to the point say kanen no ka e bi amount a wo be hia de atu kwa yakoba ene no bu ya bo chembe emienu obinim ko atu se and there's a Gana Hank and Yama Bibli, no, I had to cry. And so you want to say, now the air can say, Mampanese Munya will come to him. Why, share you ministers on here now, but in four companies in name, Maguak, I would one. Omina for music can be Emma. It's as a Ghana man, they see a say for Manzica and fat supporters and co American Canada and South.
I know you're the Maya somewhere.
The dollar now back from India.
Okay.
Tumnanjira mabawa na
yemfa omani sika emfa supporters in America.
Yemfa yensa nkobo omanu kofesimu. Nemu no enyimaku a isa dollar aba fam ntimu nima ekoso. Na mfa so ne ba no mfa so ne bi. Emwa mrante na mabawa dodo no a na omntimi nkohwe bi nsamra. Omampani so asese mo amboko nyina so mu wi a mo nsanye dai. Emra se na be ya da achi bi America fo enka se ya ba ne yen. Afi obi asese otu kwai pa bi a wo ko school bibi ntino. Yes, Ghana for band. I'm going to American. ndumi na so $1 na ba fam to mo panin fa ni pado do no a
we
issues of national interest
but Uro sports ministry near there
me ka ho bi o
can send the obi ya
legal advisor here
to the sports and recreation minister lawyer Safudu Kosa kasama for Edema Santoko but so it's
a board NSC so also a board member at NSC
we a board member NSC then your man is in an uncan
they do easy
it won't is some director general of any paper mo board chairman on Pamonia
you be a drumedia udi your man quite say making cast answer more
to me
bia she ben bonza
okay that's it
bia boko
that's it Abia Stadium asema me kan no am say one thing
Abia so wajia
am agene so am say
asema o kan sambi
asema me kan one thing me say o man no emu aye den which is a fact
send say
say we dey win here obi so be ka cholo ya
there be asema o kan chichi
na ade ba kwa mo man ni mo aye den ne say omo mu didwa e wo man mu okofa de kura na ade ne onya no 1 cedi a wo den ka wonya bo ni 2 cedis na kan fa so 1 cedi but obe move ade ne de free 1 cedi e de akọ 10 Ghana cedis
adina wo ka su say $100 number from ti gaza ke
enye dollar sem
e ba from ti me
enye dollar sem wo de fa dollar kan ho
de me ka mo jase
enye dollar sem fa dollar kan ho wo de dollar kan ho a be do time bi so no ye be to dollar mbaka si ato dollar
me be so de be ko kan bi abo se
ti de na me pese me chene say yes ye blame politicians but ya etmemufo no so no ye suban e ma oman ni mu ye den more
emfa so boni e pese yin
yes
I have that experience
Abia some na me kan why
so minister ye be obi advert but today Royal Umbrella me to park na
umpe medin Ghana
na park na 590 or 600
can you say
within that range
800
no they do 800
problem is ade na ye ton no lawyer
last week
politicians who
and
my wife here say na e den o as fasting into or so ye no okotuto no me de nasa into okotu bi akoche okoya ye ton ma no bakono 160 to times 5 just say bakono fa so ton 5 na share enimu wi a nem fa so 210 cedis
Omaya etim eno no lawyer yeni kotoko honkomo yeni kotoko honkomo yeni kotoko honkomo yeni kotoko honkomo lawyer enra etwa near official announcement 6 p.m. na hu di akoso okrom say for the past be 5 days ni dia na hu akoso okrom pa na enra and officially efficacy mentia the office of the chief of staff at the press release babontin say enei empanyifo miensa owura James Osei Brown
Joshua
idea bebre na the company jo shop mze no na ofre no kro otini ye afi Mr. Kwesi Osei Ofori Rockshaw ana Edmark ena owura Kufiaban ono so Rigwood company ono ena edano panyifo miensen ene nei opemso se asante kotoko board omo emehwe na omo ntutu nyoma etwaso edi tudwa say the interim management committee which lawyer Savudu ko kan ono etwaso edi omudwuma na period ye iwomu yi transition period a chese IMC ene omo ho omo ye omudwuma no ene board no ebe kan bom na ese nyoma hodo wo ho nyina no omotimi akeka bom no ma hyehye kopim se season beba na wie a board ne be hwanyoma omode begu akwan mu se IMC beto aso so omode foforo so na beba oni nyina no ebe wo board no ho lawyer IMC na mo twen bibi se yanim announcement here ba ye eba as a shock to the IMC ana
me da jibo bibi en ho a se eba as a shock especially say manjia ebe kasa ana manjia be ma narrative na be take decision afa kɔtɔkɔ ho deɛ megye di sɛ abere biara no ɛsɛ fata no mehyia ɛyɛ nti na ɛnyɛ nwoma megye di sɛ ebi abinom kɔ ase na akyɛ koraa dada ɛsiane sɛ ɔbɛka a the last board no na ɔnhyɛ da nte ɔmo nka yie even though official no yɛmfa krataa nkɔ baabi a sɛ nka kyerɛ yɛfia na sɛ register general sɛ ɛgu no mu na yɛnte ɔmo nka biom na dodoɔ no ahwɛ sɛ yɛbɛnya afoforɔ ma ɔmo aba nti ɛbaeɛ no anyɛ ho
anyɛ ma ne bi ho nti berɛ bɛyɛ na mpanyinfoɔ bɔ ma amaneɛ sɛ board bi ba nti nhyehyɛ ɔmo de gu akwan mu no
oh menim sɛ manhyia to yɛnsa frɛ management last Tuesday or so ɛhɔ na amanebɔ no baeɛ na afei yɛnhyehyɛ sɛ ɛnora no board no bɛhyia management no nyinaa in fact last meeting na mene hɔ bi ɛwɔ Accra
which was the first
meeting no but ɛnora deɛ no deɛ na mewɔ hɔ nti nora na official ani yɛtumi hyia mpanimfoɔ mmiɛnsa a chief of staff ne mpanimfoɔ de to yɛnim ɛne decision ɔma teki sɛ IMC no ɛbɛtoa so ayɛ adwuma ɛkɔsi sɛ season no ɛbɛyɛnde na de se no yɛmfa yɛ haw ɛnkɔma nhyia and sɛ yɛbɛ report directly to the board nti ɛno ne adeɛ kɛseɛ paa te sɛ aba the board not take over from Nana. The board is the own play oversight responsibilities.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, you might be because I am saying so the day to day run of the club anyway.
Okay.
The way I'm mentioning directive say board on us, I say, I am so to us season band. Season ended there. Any name is a board on Pesadiaba.
Okay. It's next. Efiri na ekoi sɛ management IMC ehia bibia sɛ de kan ne yɛte no sɛ mo de kɔ ɛyɛ opimso hɔ na ansana bibia mo pese mo yɛ bia mo timi yɛ no sɛ de emma sa biem till the end of the season a board number report to the amomo
exactly sɛ metuwe kura si asafo dukuna metie me ya so opani do shop opani mabawo yɛ ga so tase the board not take over dimensia nana asumbajo no sɛ yɛmfa hɔ twidi biaa bi tutoyɛ bia ɔmo tumi sɛ ɔmo tu yɛfo sɛ yɛnka mom na yɛnyɛ dwuma sɛdeɛ kotokɔ no bɛtumi afa no dwuma fɛfra nti nyɛ sɛ obi ɛbɛyɛ ne ho ayi biaa sɛ basabasa ɔmbɛ sɛ ɔmbɛte issue biaa because mpanimfoɔ a maba yi meka sɛ the last board na mesa aba no wɔm bi nti wɔn nim kɔtɔkɔ no mu nsɛm no kakra na mmom wɔsan so wɔn kɔ akyire kakra nti no ebere a wɔn abɛn no yɛmi yɛ kwan no mu hu deɛ ɛkɔ so biara nti no ano akora yɛ presente current state of affairs report ma wɔn a ebetumi ama wɔn ho sɛ de kɔtɔkɔ no te bi a wɔn sisi a na etumi inform wɔn yɛ next meeting no wɔn ba no wɔn ho sɛ deɛ wɔn si de nsɛm nafa wɔn sɛ ɔkyina yɛ match yɛ bɛbɔ no baba yara no ɛno bi si no mpanimfoɔ nyinaa bɛbɛ.
This is almost why Jamawa were two.
Jamawa were two. This is my players, no playing bodies. Be sure, Mana, Edia, Amaniana, any technical team, and all other persons.
Okay. Lawyer, my miss away. Infirmian Sunny. I'm season we ban a reana 3 years per IMC no. Eddie Juma as management. And one way better as a Makwama act as board for Asante Kotoko. Ekoba sɛ modwumadi a modi na mo transition maybe a board mo wi board so management ne pese motoa so me yeso sɛ modidi mo honkomo mo ye ready
we dey say individual decisions
oh say dey am modidi mo honkomo okay oh safuduku
oh ni ma bi say dey ana pese dey betu afidim janse iguzu ayiwomu bade bia meka se bia na mantoaso je ne ya obusa me meka se bia na mantoaso ibia meka so obusu na emeyebi ba me ntimi nkasa ma others but for now from now to the end of the season I'm fully committed to the cause of the club. Only I can say. They're guaranteed.
We are fully committed.
Yes.
But decision be baba after season now what nas no adwene ho ye.
And so season is ben a year me mandate class technically.
Na say be asa for lawyer board for lawyer udwumadi a wudi ye no ye pese wo to aso baye.
Anu dey say edu ho but materials is here because be it will be extremely difficult to to aso. Bia. And also has not got nothing to do with summary go see end of the season. It's a summary there. The commitment in here solid.
Okay.
So,
my menu we anam question we about Cosmos Preko. Obese me bisa safudu question but question we safu ntimi nya no. Or say I want to ask if it's only 3 members or Nana will add some to them. We dey say safu ntimi nya no.
Me say board no say
ana abetia ya no.
Oh, me who is say board no say omo person omo di bi no beka ho ombetimi. Nim ko ba akoso omo ye rantem na jentem but I know say omo pemu no e ditumi na mo. Say the management ye ditumi ma kasi apia ne na penka say na ye ne nka ho. Me dwan ye 1 year.
Okay.
Ah omo say omo be hia mo no. Man hia mo kwa mo di bi ka ho. Sa na me hu say board yin no. Omo jini se omo hu ni pẹ̀lú metima be ka omo mama ya jini se sakonya no.
Okay. 1 year as communication director with the club, will you say the work of the IMC adwuma amaye no mo ya happy?
Answer who say there ball hu nsem e koso sese eni the kotokojuma di ni esun dia make say yeah yes because enya dia dafen you see apart from communication you say administrative work in yes aboa legal so yes aboa ni so wo chira wo djuma ye you are here obe make noise sa but lot each of us ye djuma ho do bebre e wo club no ko administrator ona nkata sem ni in internet sem bibia e chen we ba mo famra hu football nyen se obo du park so na kane no ye ti jesi mo nyen na we o we na bana jesi go jina dia mo bi o we jesi na ba it o dia na waje ye nyema bebre ne koso wo boduma sana match na ba so ti o for operations ya o nyema bebre uko director of external affairs incorporate odnam saa ni the and I want to say now restrictions because IMC interim committee say mon get aka do you need to me public my name ka say be ope kwan she do no ano say man shia ma kwan ade be won dimi nye dimi ka jazi ibu wa ope so you won dimi nye ni ni ani betima kana videos the basa no na e kwan bisu no na our hands were tight akra because directives do not need to mention neighbor the nanze onne won papa intino be ma be yebi
mama anyi ni nyina ade mo ye de mo ni woni so se mo hu se mo aye adwuma
che the sense club no ejina na so last season kwan je 4 trophies enough mo over fan say tra but nya tra sa over 4 trophies in 1 season no bani enye easy na afin sukra no ese enye no usha point gap no 7 na ese points akabe 33 se league ni end ya it mean access yi make say in terms of sikasem heading kakra
sikasem
no on zen ka obenya kane no na great process no boa previous regimes no wanye de kura amanfo no beba ko na love no wo so pani no nyama bebri abebe wiase ama the love for the local you know ko fam like that the last match in the house of football ya manfo keka jagu mu manima ya ne hu bi sa che tinka kane no nka nya kura no ubenya gate process ni mabu anye se ko menja ko yo president ba kan mi ngan zema nja se ko yo president fa ga na me boa tinka no ena ka sponsorship ni se ne corporate entities no mu ina do no struggle e bi anka numbers ne ba no so discuss over ba ni na hiding nka se e bi aye da ya na na generally e di ma corporate world no di ama sponsorship ka kese no na ho asem kanede ena for business so e di ba na yo lot of idea but I say e market time intino e ho no me ka se sikasem no amaso papa de na ye pen sikaso ne e di bibia o e di bibia
and obi ka se IMC na mo ye lucky because sikasem ne bibia se de bia na oba na wo ka se opimso e providing nyina de mamo but ene so tie ken sikasem se ne sikasem
o me ka sam se yo payments bi de salaries ne ni ma benefits no yes yes o tua but football no nzanya no go na e ma football no emubu so bia operations wo na operation act no what me go kan say man jaze me go operation here man jaze perficacy no de me ka jaze no I'm saying handicap ko bi so eno de bia nka what me u generate kind of more and at me yes unfortunately SARS kind of being no na ye pension no nya na sa but especially gate post any for business so you be share mumai can no get there any ma pa one me against the previous regimes no before 10 years ago no any ma ye obo nsam kura ko supporters e be stadium ma by no and this and I don't think say would the blame no about management and so mba ina supporters in stadium
okay
what you say
lawyer that was second time I back to administration money okay the experience they will be
nya kakra
among for the messages ba board we may be so personally we betin choose to answer na so person on answer no dey based on the position now no board aba afasiu enye first time asini and our board aba ma for management ebewie no na lawyer akoye nyoma bebre ubehu na board no kura to kwasi ubehu na CEO ne board na problem ne sa nyoma no based on your experience ene di wo hu asante kotokomo no maybe say appointing a board biem esebe for management no say na wo hu no
well board statutory requirement so be football Ghana Premier League no emrade bi say ese unya board of directors dia no enya wo pese me board na say me board emrade na show ena obi ya nim say board nso dwumadi no clear board mo na motimi formulate policies akese mo say direction of the club na mo dey management say munye mo implement it no option bi any wo say be ka say ye pan say mpe emrade na say nemum say board ni management ebetima yeduma na nyam jiri say eni kwa sen kebam kura because board ni management na pekotoko interest ti media baby ana ya na expect say sa cordial relationship no be ho mimi ntiase da say afano ni gosia na say bi man so kura bem but e nipa issue going forward no me expect say board management bia e be yadwuma and the yana e boa no say board no be e bonya kwaya for no angasa ni nkrofo ope opani bi kan say obi na wo ko fa na tamfo so be yadwuma import of for right me tene e ma bi ni be yatamfo but generally the best practice and I said the my yana masumje ni baba no say board no afọ no an nkrofo oni mo moto o moto na se nkabaka say professionally nesen ko bi ati no bi adwuma so bi ayi na adwuma say dey sa nanso nipa su ne yɛ ban nti no sɛ obi nya kwae sɛ ɔno abɛyi ne nkurɔfoɔ a ɛyɛ na ɛyɛ ɛno nti na yɛama yɛ kwae sɛ monyɛ adwuma nkosi end of the season ne nhyɛ aseɛ ne sɛ ebia board no sɛ yɛn na yɛhwɛ club no so deɛ a mpanimfoɔ yɛntumi no monyɛ adwuma na ɔmɔnya kwan afa nipa foforɔ anaasɛ baako mmienu bi ɛbɛka ho it is believed sɛ board no anya kwan yɛ ne nkurɔfoɔ no mɔyɛ adwuma deɛ a asomdwie bɛba.
Okay. Recently me share a video bi na onye happy about Dr. Kwamba Nuako na assessment on the IMC meboa ma me say okay kan wa adwene kire ne pa
man kama adwene kire me say nsemu
o che nsemu ba say nsemu na okay kan wa adwene so kire
nsemu
o kan wa adwene pa me wo video na me hwe no em say okọ POFM one bright kan bodu amanfoɔ say one problem so aboard bɔ mu nyane say past administrators of the club mokɔ akira na board foforɔ ba na ma start na mo attack wo
oh sɛ obi a na nipa ko no asɛm no discuss ɛne sɛ yɛyɛ no general sɛ
say abɛyɛ kotoko problem ba ko so wɔ hɔ nti ama obi kɔ na obi ba de waba foforɔ no na de ofiri hɔ no ase o yere ne den ntia na ma adwuma na yɛde ama no
oh nipa so ba sɛ me na menya ya ebia me penso na nka esi ya nka me pensi dino anya me penso de me mpene ma ebia wonya ne yi ebetuma nipa bi so ba me de menim sɛ nka obia wonya akwanya adwuma kotoko na ofiri mu a ukwatiri kwa so wa ngode mu atimu na okansem a eni puntu ba nanso no nipa so ne ba no nya obi asa ene ya ahoya ne oho enu nti ne nya sansem no wiase but me de say kotoko busu na obi abeyi ne se pani bia no se nipa do no a de o ma ho de ne eta o maji a nipa kakra bi no sori tia kwa eni kwa se ya adwuma nti a call for massive support
nti IMC a wo mu me sure say adewe si say administration bi wo ho na administration bi a yesi foforo ba omo pass through transition ansa na foforo no ba na wa take over no enya de etasi e wa asante kotoko say the make no modidi mo ho nkomo lawyer na no pɛ mu betimi ahye yebo ne asante kotoko supporters bo say ekoba say mawie madwuma board amoma nto aso yes omu ye nipa ombe fa management e bi at a point ombe ye mistakes which is and many nipa ye nipa no manya opportunity am go through transition say bibi kura wo ho na mo pass administrators mani nyu ho mo ma bonten be ka bata bi am no ombe ko dem na mo no makodi nkomo
eno ne okwampa mjiri se yina esase faso sesi am no kase kamtisi bia ni wa da ye ne board ntem isa se me ni Joshua bun kopri bibia George kamo yazi sana minim za IMT members ye wo ya koma pa no bia de ye na ye adwuma no uhwe the personalities involved there munya so obi wo aspiration say oboso ko ye bo chema ana se ye boama kotoko ye ya obi na budget credit nafa bugo adwuma ye nyina ne ye na penkra obi anim ne bobre da menya obi anim ne bobre obani metie se nyakotokwa samre wi anka mentie wo ukoye metie bu so faze guzua ndi eyo don yina de yakotoko sese kosi apia se unim ejuma wo ye ne sebe akatwia wonya sensunom nyina bia wo baby oye ne nyina ehun se eye en munyam se kesi so be mama kotoko in fact bet me kase that is the only motivation I am kotoko because senya no dia me hun reason for bia en munyam sanse kotoko no ya de kesi a nipa ho empo bet me bia kwanya kesi ama ho di eno na me dia kotoko na and the age man. You know, him say, you was a hitchy. If you require a dozen, not Ochenabi is a continent. We are at Yassi. In fact, Nim Zenke was your home cry. Let me be honest with you. And why can you Zenke was your home?
After Tuesday, I can't be Friday. No more question. I'm in some of Kojima.
This is a video get your Resicaka. Okay. But go back say, Menchassi Montrose question. We are some years old. Ebian came my option, and I Busa say, what Mamma Casamano. Ebi Busa says, Safuduku, opens over to us and say, Opens Obijaya, Ebian Magas Bijay. Minimum the woman, but I can tell you, I'm not to say my options and could be a young Jomia, can get back on you. Okay. Nansu, Mijacasa, Grooming ID. And that is not to say, Ejuma, a chance of power. Window, your boca, your buffasu risk near dinner, but I can tell you, say, a saying, Minamba. Anna said, you will not go to my. The kind of crash. And yes, come go. Do baby, and when you say, change baby.
Okay. Lawyer, I mean, Mr. We aside the car pass administrators, member supporters. So, and media, and see a problem, Mamma. Ye media for. Yeah, Hammer.
And the media for no. Nipa dodo na befrefre mu a omudu madi omudu nche da mfa kwam en mu ya munim se obi be sheda se me ka se ma eni ho because you say journalism adwuma de nka wo hwehwemu asem ko apaso de ba nka wo tumi bo kwa apaso be hwehwemu asem no keken unu asem abakan wa na be create confusion 2 enya ne kure 3 wa anya hwehwemu bia nko pe ba bi kura so no se asem abeza be kan ene kura an se ne kure ko san hwehwemu ne maso no ofuti ya wo de hwehwemu sam do do no twegu pa ye obi se me di amafu ko jisi ban se nipa no enya abotre eben me a
e bi so be fra won nyina won ka hwen kire no
da bi ye nipa utimi ben me a na me ma onjirimu na wo ja ya wo so me di mafu me di police me no ba na ngo for frem sa ye nese ye nipa create de ne no ngo for journalism say ye ntwanto ni mpampe edom is a fact but me blame obi o sa na aba so indiye mo mu necessary abrebia no ye bo modin say ye de no kran betuda unfortunately ni parodo no anso pe ntro no indiye na amadwuma ye de ni amamfo nyoma gwen say omo ba ye journalism papa bia and is a fact enyo mu nyina ebinim say that say you get to confusion akwa me be otie so ka ho
obawe
me be so talk ko kan ni sem bibre
send information or
na me ka so ka ho tem me ndo oje o yesa yo diaje
no so timi de example
ndo yo di sem tutum sa na man fo fere
no nya no example ba ko ni ni ehwe se
se bia asembu
ye he de amba mu ni ehwe
asembu ho a
na me so asem awura man hia sisi a ma enta
de mambo di o
musu na
mo bi no mambo di cause Tuesday no bi o team ya me ka so la asafu duku ni meeting as
edi no
edi lawyer
ensem no de we de
ya lawyer nene woni nipa no kra me board you na must see ah because me
no be afro we are interested
asafu duku ni ho
edi no ensem no de omoduma na mo en social media na aba no ai gofo u cross from ya me no be kasa me information
information bi wo ha
yes babontin
aha
yes say man yemfa
there will be a won person be babontin na bi ono akote
na akote na woni substance support
me voice na mala so fudu
na wo de ba udi wo be so ka wonti mi substance je ana de ba onu say ya mane
le ma yanko ya chika kra bi board e bay ma ya adwuma be e konfi miensa e de ya mahu monya challenges monya nyomba bi so amoye ni ye what recommendations we are between the ama board no from our experience the last also the 1 year but there are 3 years now 2 years no more before 1 year no nyoma bebre what recommendation be
ɛno ne mfa nto ɔbɔnten ansa ɛyɛ dɛm asɛm ɔmo yɛ mpanimfoɔ bibi a memfa bɛka kyerɛ striker mede ka ka kyerɛ ɔmo ansa ɛde ayɛ adwuma
ɔnka nkyerɛ me
dabi
obi se sɛ season weba na wie na mo angye league a mfie mmiɛnsa mo di ɛwɔ kɔtɔkɔ no ma feli nka ɔmo anye league
na feli ɔte ase feli woka so bia feli a na wɔhwɛ ne nsa ase ansa nti bɛka wote ase kɔtɔkɔ ɛbɔ league for 10 years between what is 2012
93
and 2003
93 to 2003
mene so sɛ bɛka sɛ kɔtɔkɔ feli sɛ wote football ase sɛdeɛ football no ɛsisisɛ no firi tete no bɛsɛ no a surprises ne shocks ne sa excitement no mu a wonka sɛ obi afeli ɛyɛ expectations ne ana ɛwɔ soro ɛna afei akoma a ɛdidi akyire no nti no berɛ biara ɛyɛ win nti no sɛ ama saa bɛka sɛ feli adeɛ ano ɔhye
mamema ɛyɛ abadwafoɔ so mu sɛ baako bi na mehwɛ sɛ yɛne asante kɔtɔkɔ akyitafoɔ bɛdi nkɔmmɔ na bayɛbɛdi game no ho nkɔmmɔ ansa na mama supporters no kwan nti mame nhyɛ ase mfiri captain wowɔ question bi de ma lawyer ɔwɔ ha ka wo use Zach microphone a nsɛnka no wobɛboa
ɔpani mfɛ ɛnyɛ a question but mefiri sɛ ɛyɛ input kakra ne how I mean this transition. I'm say was a question be about say management be through our contract and to bo. Many a times I have to manage be free or qua. Ya na or yawum. Maybe now when you're ready. Maybe supporters agitations. Ready. I influence it. The band free say Nanko ya DB Gebianka Onya Brevia. Ko ultimately I don't see. The God that supporters need to be no I divided. That a certain supporters order from Herbert Mercer days, Eba Dr. KK Sapon days, Nayon Ponsa days, and LBCIMC so. I say sometimes we are supporters because take on our way. Oh, how about it? You change management. You call meeting, be a committee, be a season, a committee or mention. But I need to change Yaba. Now I take supporters on our way. Omo believe say nipa no adwuma no nka bia ka nye nipa bi nkonkonsa bia at any point time nipa bi free say that certain element
ensen kekaye
ana ko fasa ne man oba ti ba na ko ana mana se pobi ewo enu tina so nya opportunity bi na bia or expecting na bia no aka asem so ya the management not no na hete but I want to say we no I'm kind of happy with how the transition is going to be like. But what I say, the IMC, you inform you're framing into a meeting with the new border EBA. Then, your mom said, Montuaso, and compliments to see you no better than I want to believe that the board in the board na EBA no, only evaluations. Be one or two people be a IMC, we want body do maka the new management home. And I think that this transition is one that I like. But then you could anyone so board eBay and you can say the same old story. Now lawyer I can't want him. And board and management there. More than we before I will take over such responsibility. And I'm a fat we must say I'm on day to day running no. And they report to you. Of course, if you may be all year calling him how more expect ya. Could call much in him when I casa Namako to us.
Okay.
But you are not the beer no management no. Pegna baby. Not board no, I could baby. Now some individuals in the board no. Or my board now quite me. Or more breakdown. Or my board name. The last Dr. Kwame Chase body that happened. Board now our money I said this kind of formulated policies that management the board was in 6s and 7s. There was a problem. and sana at that the management was a Kobasa, the CEO then, not the CEO at that time, no, in Fana Omfa. So, Koha, what way I can put the same board now, Motisono. It is a lawyer kind of a Monium Shen out for or the Kotoko Mawa or show in Monium. It comes with responsibility here. Now, say Monium Shen. Okay. Here I am several dignity.
The contribution.
But the all kind of this is a kind of the medical association say. Any person a ban in Tiasia, Ababum. Said you be our owner who say, Ubit me for Juma, I believe you are with my pamo, and with my judgment. So what says that? In fact, I dear quite didn't run a you pan. Ubit my pamo, council, I'm you. In the Abibia, oh, I saw what you have been say. You bet me I got Joseph at all. It's a soldier ready for battle. In the no, and it's a mao quiet say, A. Bia. The brand is some content because I'm going to continue. Miss Hadi and Jimmy to me. No, some management to move, many management to move, make Mokoto. In fact, I am a radio project management, and I'm a boy. Yeah. Secretary Yasemna, and I was supposed to be as a Quakoya. But his case is a many management. A mere messer is a Mequay. Go to Kono, a Yamuja. It is so big. In your say, oh, Tambia, you become Sata Media. Wow, for Matron, someone you bit my palm. I get from some. To move the animal, just say.
Okay. Obed.
Looking at the current problems at Kotoku, which you wouldn't say, every institution there are certain problems at the point now we can discuss them. I don't know. With this new board here by moving on by Eugene till the end of the season, what was your exciting moment after who's ID and so on?
Oh, did you kind of you were small, Kakra? Is it you were Hokono? Yes, yes, not ye. You were Hokono, say enough for move. Never tell you say, some your sentiment, some dozen. To be you were Ghana, dear Crackon. They can. Tis a name football, some you were to me and Panifusi in the tomb. So on Beji and Waswa, not me fisa, am I a small journal? It doesn't mean no Panifon say, Omo, a free Mukoino, Omo Bibi, Ambasso May Makotoko. You know more plans I can say. Medium, would you say, Omo be Pinjakotoko? I could level be a Naina. Because I am today. Obianim say, you are say, or the Tutunia Mantini, ye Richie. To know Biani was all expecting your market every year. Because you are say, Munga great mammy. Now, me to Tunima. To shame Fiona, just I didn't penny for you bar. I just say, you are, I don't even want to go pa. Okay. To Gideon, some penny for you, for you. Almost be moved to a big page of Kotokomu by a dead kind of place on it.
Sano Cachemo.
Now, we are more treasure. We are. These are big men are more excel in their various fields of endeavors. Construction industry in mind, but in the clubs, no winning. You be cheerful for most society, you know. Tsunami is you. Okay. Penny now, what did you shop money? You be so. Oh, Yamaso.
There's a lawyer person just say, I am seeing your board.
The IMC near go to focus on transfer here. If
the IMC was a management and I come
the IMC, the IMC, IMC say, Move the Kakana, me penphobia ba.
But me show excitement, and that means Omo come home and I come with the shots and after 3 years come up with an impact. Oh,
say a whole scene who so more than day. You may be irritating.
I'm going to say, come come home.
Cemetery man does Becassa.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. You have any GN in the way you are.
And I'm saying you are to
okay.
You were no more time, and that's a year of our move. When you say no more chance yet, almost on plus about 2 jam, you are being Paldoman and a penny was there be Mumus and Mudu.
Okay.
And the minister contract woman you read them. Okay. Saying good.
Okay. But that's when you who the number of years and an away the BBC and count.
Nina, you on your momentum.
Okay.
But
there is one suggestion. You want
to Ochna. So what is the name of showing you money? So be a woman in Michelle.
The Ohone in Finum.
Okay.
Nyimo mba yeni maketwa.
Lawyer, so people
are
I think say a comment ni bi kwa me the share lawyer. Say ka 2 members of the IMC specifically Nana Pinkra kwesi wane coach akwesi apia based on their knowledge, you know. And ka omuko ka board in who abebo. I don't know your opinion on that conversation.
As to one the cupboard no dey me minister to me no.
No, just your opinion.
Opinion be no. Board for no, you ready to me am. So me so some person do be ka ho a. E be set me no mo.
But the one who free na ho ni coach ho no, omuko ka ho abebo a.
Me ntimi nka so ka ho abebo na say mo a. Because board here different from IMT. You will board for no. You will see woman bit my board no from. Inte be board in fama baby a.
Oh, okay. So be also adjust.
Oh, mama tell baby no board for no modima. So we no more over. Ni ma ka se bani for no be no.
Oh, send me to my work say nana awu mu be 3 years.
Oh, mo wo konya se.
Last question be say lawyer asani.
So mo promo a, mi so metu no maka ho.
Okay. Banka wu tu omo fa ka be ka so mo fa nka ho. If you are to advise.
Na me ko tu bo a. Afu do we dey me ko tu. Na mo ka so board appoint na who trans ya na o gan say o gege.
Or you appeal. You never say will you appeal to them to include.
Wo mu nyina o ko to confirm le ni mu.
Okay.
So mo hiya mo bibia ye nyina yo.
That transition koso.
And I'm going to be here. Maybe I'm coming to appeal. Oh,
maybe I'm going to appeal. Lobby mo bia.
Oh, nya lobby.
Your opinion. Me nya na me be woman bia capabilities.
Yeah.
O me so do bi kan ho a.
O master di nyoma ache o.
Eh, na bu say na we na mo bo di.
On say normal on say kobo na na normal be nya traditional leader bi wo.
No ya na lawyer you.
Enye ma homba ye no.
Onye na adwo be you ana.
Oh, but how will you evaluate the leadership of Nana Pinkra after working with him so far?
Oh, so na de on say otumfo ehwe no hu say sabre na say on be da no na botse ni ni suya hu nyansa na yi na obe yeduma no ntino obono modin pa oba yi bia kan ho say unya bibia say obuade na o tieni paswasem.
Okay.
O mu say football na on do be football on ngasa so ka.
Yeah.
But he has learned on the job.
Okay. The experience not so the quaternion chamber. And you wasn't car. Young fan back.
I know the name and me messages in Fubin County. But in 4 minutes, some woman will be a background. No be a some person will become one. Me say you are a come on.
Okay. Zach, Mammy Tiway.
Libo. Me suddenly question. Bia me de bema afan a lawyer. I just think say lawyer Kasembi and na captain so ekofa if you buy say nipa omo free ma na omo ni ani omo so man. I think say this may be a different kakra from previous administrations because of nipa na order IMC na no. We say virtually we nanane kusiapia free wa de mo kan bia no ya IMC na if is na mu homo a na mo yesem bobo me nti wo sa no you know at any point in time because we put in terms of the real mandate no na won ka ho na omo fi say edu bi no mu hia mo ase come and help me at this ABCD nti we dey minim de ntia say wo furu ma ese wo de yawo ko say me de yawo e ko fi
but omo siki menjia advice my dear too.
No one is certain because say wo de enu kwa say o kotre say say me de yawo e ko be bia and na the leader no based on the background so nana ono numpo no since hoba bo so nye interview boda
yeah
enti me ni bi ko jine ba kasa ma obi akwati say odi yawa na say o bibi even though I know say based on certain decisions being able a course so within 1 week in here a lot of people were not happy with 1 or 2 things be but you can and you only have to move on and suddenly make suddenly the leader of the IMC you know the background and that another IMC member no ko happy or something no obi aso nim say ono so body kasa so body ono no bi akwa bi akabi akasa we bia okay it makes the transition a bit easier as compared to the previous you know
okay
see we just wait and see from now to the end of the season a key in terms of whatever will happen the transition in terms of reports, the board taking over, forming their management, and the coaching team, you know, recruitment. Now, based on this, it's just what lawyer better now in terms of their transfer policy, it may change. You understand? Once a lawyer said, no, the plan was that they wouldn't have they were going to rely on the youth team players, you know. Now, I'm sure say they are not aware of what the plans of the board now in terms of how they are going to recruit. It changes a lot of dynamics in terms of going forward. Team no, in you know, from now to the season end, you know, I think say a key. What your name board now, you know, are they so interested in the league as ABA? Currently now I'm seeing official living on scene and motivation to share the lot of things that they were doing now no more in your Brazil league and any possible. Now the question is board new wabi almost sound of Munana or the things say for the young normal and then so I'm sure I say it changes a lot of things in terms of how previously now I'm for normal thinking. So make a Monday no community break so we can match see the next match no more match on permutation the things say the league was feasible. Na ne je ya dia na ebiso ana board you say munya betre na o de enko no ma na you know I'm sure say the next 1 week be every Tuesday day ni no e be key in terms of enyam be break at Kotoko what they know me because enye I'm saying what they were thinking anymore. You so what I say enye what they were thinking anymore. It's about what the board now also thinks and what they see.
Okay,
it's na enyam be
all right. Lawyer, question you to maybe so. Me kaisa mu fi Morocco bae no. Na baby na wujina pa. Ene se kotoko pre no ho akobo Africa, kotoko pre no ho akobo Africa no. Ofu se nyoma bebre wo fie se omoye. Ansa no makwa akobo Africa. Board obey. The same pressure will come because kotoko supporters there. Aside yes, they will need good facilities at the training grounds no. Competing in the Ghana League or Mepese Kotokobeji League no. O just so pet Boko Africa. Based on the Ohun, will you advise say pressure no from supporters? And I even board they be in mind say ni money mi so mo Eji League no Kobo Africa. Will you advise on montwentwen so kakra? No mo hihye fie ansa no mo do money acha Africa.
Yedi kana men ka se board ya bay nse nipa do no ya omo suti omo se omo bobra mo skana me boa edi e ko supporter woni agi se omo ye ni ma kese akese me ba ma men kan ne se ya support omo ama omo su enyi zika amfanka the only by your boy to Konua, if you be a quench. So I say, make out jazzy. So, Ubia Bakotoko, Panibia, and anybody just over Transfer Juma. Just say, whom a dear Makotoko, any the massive support now, Kotoko enjoy. And that's not Kotoko enjoy. Some massive support, and also who said you must edit Gaba to me. It is a Panibi Bano, you be crying. Who supporters no contributions directly and no shame crying. But said you who said yesterday and saying almost empty stadium not there, make catch your something for no ABN Chacombo. We are some penny for maybe as almost discuss nobody call BBM for which of zero way and maybe get tremble to advertising. Would it be a kind advertising book? And I say, stands your matcha. Great process every be almost can be a sonia and never man penny that was way. Me just was say penny for anybody said the be a the music about programs supporters no contribution by insignificant.
The supporters contribution nisra mom promo so mo ko African is anyo.
On the African issue no. Africa monokwa. The dikai obekwa Africa so here materials are share funds available because if you tell about the crying in account the team contingent yàrá bẹ kọ nyinaa ẹka bìbí nti yẹ disika na yẹ bìbí yaa nti infrastructure ase de o kan sẹ ẹnẹ baba yàrá ho nsẹm ẹda hɔ nti sẹ mpanimfoɔ yi ẹsẹ mi kan na wɔn nim de yẹ bẹ biri fún wɔn Africa no sẹ de ẹtiti nyinaa report no nyinaa ɛwɔ mu nim sɛ wɔn ankasa no wɔn nso nim wɔn bɛ advice wɔn yɛn fɛ bibi ɛnsi wɔn na bɛ decide deɛ maame jɛ mi di sɛ etutu nneɛma yie sɛ bɛ sɛ ɛkɔ Africa deɛ.
lawyer Savuduku.
ti support yɛn yɛ nyame paa support yɛn yɛ nyame paa.
kasamafo ɛde ma asante koto lawyer yɛn kɔ ɔkyina kɔtɔkɔni vision.
ɔkyina kɔtɔkɔni vision dedi ka mɛ sɛ supporters ne sɛ mpanimfoɔ yɛ aba ɔkyina wɔn nyinaa bɛba stadium abɛhɛ match ne bi ti mo yɛn fa akomapa ne yɛn gye nhyia wɔn ɛdɔm no mra na wɔn ho sɛ the spirit is back gyiri sɛ ɛkyina support wɔn bɛhu no ebetumi ama wɔn nso akeka wɔn paa ebi a league ne kɔ anɔ wɔn adwene sɛ bi a yɛ mɔ no saa nkɔ wie bi a wɔn bɛtumi anya adwene foforɔ ɛde nkanya bi a bɛwura nneɛma mu ɛde abɛdane nneɛma ma yɛ nti mi call for massive support sɛ nfa mi hyia wɔn kwan ɛwɔ baba yàrá kyina na wɔn nya rehyɛ mu ɛne yɛ first impression na ɛtɔ so mmienu vision foɔ na wɔn ba no mi yɛn direct wɔn esan sɛ obi yɛ ahyia kɔtɔkɔ wɔn sɛ obetuma yɛ beebi wɔn a mmerante bi wɔn ɛha paa wɔn yɛ very sharp nti mi yɛ take them for granted ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa league ni yɛ free mu last week yɛ konya win ɔkyina etimi to aso a depending on the other results no ebetumi ama hope na akɔ so.
o se kyina board members ne ba stadium.
ɔkyina mi nsa nyina ɛba.
tẹ sɛ wɔn bɛ hyia wɔn.
I see me deɛ ma ɛne house nyinaa ɛfɔle.
ɔkyina
ɛma kɔtɔkɔ ekulusu gap na yɛkyina etimi hyia na gap no bɛ yɛ 3 and 4 points a na afei ɛni ehun de ɔbɛgye league no.
tí mo hiya wɔn in numbers.
in numbers for nothing at all abɛma new board members na ho sɛ yɛ kɔtɔkɔ na yɛ bɛ so mu ɔmo asa aba na ebi ɔmo ahyɛ sɛ nneɛma ntɛntɛm mi de mi nim sɛ deɛ mo hunu ɔmo wɔ plans akɛse mu akɔtɔkɔ ɔmo bɛ dane nneɛma ni within the shortest time.
lawyer Savuduku kasamafo ɛde ma asante kɔtɔkɔ ɛna yɛne na ɛtwitwe nkɔmɔ no sɛ ɛnkyɛ na nkɔmɔdie ne ba na wiyɛ a ne sa. Obi so say based on the current state of Ghana football, he will not advise the board to invest in Asante Kotoko.
Nani ba o ma be so club no mawi. Na o invest dey me so dey do baka no na board for beti. Okay. Say o ma transi a say bibia.
No ma hu bibia.
Hu bibia nto ma be so. Ndi we no. O be na ya no bia. Bo kum pa no. Enyo kotoko ni da.
Okay. But lawyer mamenko Obed Zakito ne siasia ho na yenye kakaka board di ye de ebedi hu nkoma me sure say China Kromoba Stadium yi after ochina no Monday ekonyame ya aduma news beba mo am ye di board no nkomo na ya hwe the future of Asante Kotoko ba bi team no ebetimi akodu kabi say no na was stadium na go he super zonas ni bi no
am ko kakra akra.
Okay.
Ko bo manya ko ma akra nkoda na de na ye na efe
mema fam no was ni wini ye
opoku na wini omo yaje
as a prem performance am tie am school ntimi wini
oh ye na defending champions
o say
and the second
ye ka de ye na nura no nye de aye
na nye ya nka da che de red energy
ti omo di second third fourth fifth 6 7 8 9 10th omo nyina ye pe
ebo boku ore ba so pa o say ko was kakra
oh ko was kakra
oh yes
oh wow
me around 27
oh okay
ye ni first batch SDHS nti ye bo was ya ba so papa prempe de mo kisa de ho e ba so bi ntinyina ko ne de ya me de mo was
ah oh sir
oh yes na oh saze na oh saze
minim da
oh saze
at the channel do call prempe
exactly
but dem ka so call prempe
boku ore ba so pa o teacher ni ho was it bi ache
na o call no mun so o ko was ben
oh yes okay me man so you prempe okay na was ya de bi ache wo since 2008 and 6 was a train bobre papa sanse mass omo efa athletics efa football efa abi o sabuto de bia no na me mfa ne kra ensie
sanse mas asante region dia na wo kana
o ya titi adidi a wo asadi adidi a e me ka o tiase ya adidi a
and the masters no won't ya na wo kana
o was na me professor sabuto na me mfa ne kra ensie ni so ya adwuma no bi pa sana
yeah
o ko o prepare kra no bi pa sana o ko to was timi ne bo ma ba so ne father Steven headmaster
okay
my idea woman for you na
man so tia media amas na san
na Louis Roman school start second
na ade we me pese mo hwe ho yi ma me
akata slope sa
e ko superzonas na e bia me ma fam na so was say boys school awa amas mix you see overall no was ni awini superzonas no na man no mo so amas wini e no mo so be
points in which be any girls boys category
was no won the boys category
you ko superzonas nya mo be wini member no mo na wini
oh agena ye deka
tennis competitions am abobi
you
know be wini e ka member no de no and akoye say member no de no dominate you see the point even though a man de no ba na member
be a point so be say
dominate they say memo and marijuana say omo ye you know omo tiapo na akade aka
anno na etu for say
kwa be fa so people
oh me no say na professor Sapon
okay
the board member in charge of schools and colleges you know professor Sapon by
monye maye
ye be
as a sports fan
na abano na me adum this is the first time so unze abai first time Premier League monye sika ke sisi dia chase your friend say the ultimate winner so no sika no nyina ya pagam
hey
e ba yesu na ye kwa America ko World Cup ni Canada
ale se wo ka ya bobo
Canada bobi da bisa Canada no ka won obani mu me kan kra no
na you know you World Cup no so aban mi ni
ye ni pa ba ko ni na munye ready bi am fa no bisa ne friend passport say you see ni pa ba ko
obed be man na ye hwe league games no time aso no lawyer kan
ye no mo ko obed mo mo bo mo
na no man panyini se corporate Ghana meboa maka say aban ko physical free aban futum emfa nkofo nko na akoka se odi nipa be ko yi
nipa mbo
corporate Ghana sika na ma
corporate Ghana ni ba
na akofa aban sika de kwa lawyer benya asem
master
kan wasem ye
bibia no is planned
me say kan wasem ye
bibia is planned
because they say tie
abai ho gozo ni nipa ko na o ma se
lawyer say nipa be ko ntu
say nipa be ko
ka ameni anto aso
Ghana fo nyina akwa be kwa me nipa
ka ameni anto aso
asema wo ka
achire di
asema wo ka say aban em physical free aban futu
aban na ka
so tem jana
ntie di nipa be ko
ye mo aban de no ho ban da achi bi no Ghana asem na wo ka
da achi bi ko ba se bibia ye bia e famra kwan so ade na be
o ye bom pa ese be esa
na fa nya mra na
corporate bebre na say government agencies ntino
Ghana Premier League ya aban be so mu kama ma clubs kai na corporate for ati adai they say next season
oh to boss ni no seed money I for friends trophy no friends
league no do you know
last year 30,000 no 30
emraso over
is it go 2 million say o
yeah league games na fi yeah mfa course kakra
I mean this weekend will be interesting baby
asante ko go ni vision said the edit kan boss no Go Stars ene mediema Dreams FC Go Stars sorry Swedro All Blacks ene mediema na ebo Swedro All Blacks ene mediema Dreams FC ene aduana Baseke Holy Stars ene Heart of Lions ene DAC ene Ho United omone Samates ene ebo Brekum Chelsea Brekum Golden State Park omone Young Apostles ene DAC ene na afi Game of the Week baba so ewo Dance Park ewo bibia ni Go Stars ene Accra Folk na nafosu gi abo park na Bechem United omuso ne Karela edi ebesi ni obed
jibo e monitor brand kokese pa Kotoko need to continue the omoye and against Young Apostles no they say Coach Prince na Eugene at the end of the season so but to us Kotoko on to us is a different story nemum this is one of the top opportunities I obenya if be a coaching or per se unya an elite Premier League club coaching And the only way to do that is to write something good. Our history books with Kotoko matches now. Bono. So against Vision, last year Vision Beje 4-1. They should not be an opponent as a stretcher Kotoko. They have some unknown guys, which is quite tricky. But even Kotoko we and Ijibo Shaya, at some point in time there were issues with officiating and also the house through Tefno. So Kotoko has and we quite an Okobo Vision. It is sending Combina 1 week to train on an astro for that match and that's a story for another day. So I think Kotoko must find a way to beat Vision FC. Now I think the week with Sunyama is settled, no pressure. So we're expecting the boys to deliver. Kotoko need a win to still keep their hopes in the title race. Dibo. Aka Kotoko 6 home matches. Obo we are Naka 5. It will be a big disadvantage to Kotoko. Say Obo League. Now with 5 home matches, no only league, only chances of winning the league in here off. Ebanesana, how are you going to promote the game to invite the fans to the stadium? So you keep the title race on, and then the advertising point for your matches. So Vision, they must find a win. Okay. Mediama against Shredru All Blacks.
Yeah,
All Blacks should be very, very careful because their last home game, their last match in the Ghana Premier League is against Kotoko. So to some extent, no, we a club nasa pre-relegation. Ye pass and sana bebe kumase no was survival dada. Nsano aba. Because o team back one. Or no bebe clean pa Kotoko kan. And it being the last match, probably the last match of the IMC, no. Not probably, the last match of the IMC, no. Jibo. They will do everything possible to live on a good note. At least that match non better supporters as. Until you so drew now bana fi na oba be say obe 3 points bi wa han wa survival. One here na omo kan wa kwa amene no. So Swedwell Blacks need to do everything possible. Send home matches so obo nyina no. Obe pick the maximum points and that include the game on the media mebo. Media masu nim say matches are na din won anim pa no. Summer test ne Swedwell dia no. Those 2 back-to-back away matches. E ho na ye kwan a teams need in a chin bit me afa catch up. So they would want to do everything possible so they can now go back to Takwa, hoping say Gab no omun close enough say pressure be bomb so. Elsewhere for Mediama Sonojibo, also last match of the season or Accra. So me sure say Mediama so be share has match against Gold Stars Nepal because the has is Gold Stars. Trust me, they are now in the title race Nepal. The only problem is their home form and the kind of goals struggling to score goals and any problem for her to folk. And Mediama need to find a way of surviving. So both teams need now here 3 points, you know.
Okay.
So drew for Nyan Cheremi enough. Coach Kasim Mengo Ekoho. But I said the new manager bouncing into me Juma after we take over. Comparing the Johnson Smith Akwakwe or Baseka, you see where you Baseke. On your move to relegation entirely because time of form they no more demu pa ba you see what your ma basoro kakra. They are also closer to 30 points no. They need about 4-5 wins to cross the 40 points margin and 40 points deadline no more you survive it. Kasim intimi ma new manager bounce so he need to do it against Tanko inti yen share home win or draw bi ho. The match of the weekend near had to folk in Gold Stars.
Gold Stars.
Gold Stars are winning 3 matches at Waso. And
league no.
They have a chance.
Say last year on J.
And Kwesi do here Jumano.
Yeah, defend it.
The advantage for them is their home. But Gold Stars and function well. Ewo Kotoko and it has matches ewo home. That has always been their problem. Meaning what is there?
Has squad on has that
exactly. Kotoko no more share Kotoko back. And 2 are drawn, I think 1 Kotoko Ashom. And now the champion of champion, of course, will be any so can one say Kotoko Yanya more wins against Gold Stars will be any than Gold Stars win over Kotoko. The same thing now the Bema had to folk. One means that they struggle against this side. Has were the best away from. And that the truth is has a set up no or the ultra defensive no Asia where he's not under pressure to attack you. The home side must attack her to folk. And that is where they will catch you on the break. You saw show me Kotoko game now, Jibu. So I had Nyomediya. But Fallen Ponsa had the chance of making it 2-0 for us. Even after say has. normally red card. Almost set back. They limited Kotoko with the spaces, forcing Kotoko to go wide because the central zones was extremely packed. I know they call wide now the cross neighbor. Ali Mohammed, Baba Demu, upon Franny crowd drop back line. Now say all these guys are good in the air. Plus, Agbesi the bed them and Asa Benjamin aside the bed them. Their confidence in the penalty box is top notch. Do the cross Mbappe on the house. So you need players that can split them, that can open the spaces. And that has always been the issue for most clubs because the level of creativity in the Ghana Premier League, from kind of creativity that is also affecting the strikers. Look at the kind of quality chance that strikers need. I bet me the ball not to net and that is another issue. So, Gold Stars, their main threat is Atekumi. And I think they have to folk defensively will find a way around it. You might have to folk win or draw. Until weekend, I see Kotoko closing the gap. I see how to folk closing the gap between Omo and Midiama. And I see Midiama dropping points.
Okay.
Not 10 matches in here who send you a call.
Can't I mean, Zach and Fayu Nafi.
So, Midiama, after taking a certain what looks like a commanding lead, now, Omo stretching league in Kotoko by 9 points, has to folk by 7 points then. Now a lot of people thought say Asante Kotoko calling in the league, it's over for them. But sorry, after that with them lead, 2 games from them about draw against the Diana draw or home. Then Anamkobo the last game about draw no. And no these 2 teams not close. House of Folk Mejitu Muse, yes, more away performance no, home performance no has not been that top notch. Maybe I make say if they had done a little bit better than the Omuye in here, Ebianka ye can't fufro. But I Kotoko game was not going to go to vision, but no vision coach, a grant interview. What said the Obabe? So about the ball compact game because the who's opening up last season about G4. And you really want to concede that goals now. Vision I try to be stubborn these days. So last weekend, I'm going to share Bechem home. A game where Bechem taking lead. The Tina Vision over 10 and 3-2. So a Chelsea say on a good moment maybe. As I look at our Chelsea or Chelsea home, when Chelsea came to Kumasi, when they decided to play compact, Kotoko struggle. If we are not going to draw almost 20 points. I want to believe that they will go through the last a couple of weeks. Adriana na Kotoko aswe you say na you don't want to cock form has to folk 28 minutes na record aba still like na Kotoko lose kofa a whole lot of them at the buy. Some along the line omoja coach kwan coach by say man me. Then they went to Apostles. Coach resign, you say Jan Kwan.
Konjania okay or resign. Who say Jan Kwan or resign? Uncle Apostle, no even find say Apostles has been stubborn. Now almost teams because of bomb, but by 17 or so minutes, not going to actually 2 goals. It tells you say Omo has started pick it up, so they cannot afford to drop this point. And I said split the points. And you know now I'm coaching air can't say trouble. Say the almost started, it's almost stay focused. So vision will come with whatever they want to come with. But Kotoko, the difference is that Kotoko Eko and Nimono want to say has. Kotoko and Nimono so on a good day omit masho. Pa Omo players are on a good day omit me create that openings no for the attackers to finish. Unlike how to focus Omo board compact dema Omo.
As Omo create She no muntimi she.
No, maybe she
create a lot of chances, but she no muntimi she. Omo create chances.
Me who is that?
Has create chances,
okay. Then but maybe that I don't see that way.
Na so omo ne ko ground ball with 10 players no. Clear opportunity per bad game.
That's true. That is true. But you know at that time not.
Omo last league game omo boy, omo ne brekum Chelsea. Per chances omo wasting no.
Omo na start say we no.
Yes, but can the number of chances has it was
still. I know you have chances
ujina sesi boss mu goalkeeper to no ball fa nine ka ball keke to net mu na wo nine number bi na ball so number bi we have chance
so I think is that ukum trouble kotoko have to also just as oh je trouble bi oro ko no mu de mu yenu mu ko da ti no enye na akofa bibia ba me nka so be she na akofa eno ya because on be she na mu be che makomo
kubusa
be che extra go oh mu na ukum trouble mu nya se you know I'm looking forward to see Azambe Kotoko beating Vision.
Okay.
Has ne maybe Go Stars or Dance Park. A game man can opportunity come out with power, but sentiment but a game me show. It's another test. Other half the folk can still call and say they are in the league. It will depend on that game, no. Because we had the opportunity to beat Chelsea. Nanka. Omo close to grab on 3. What does he? And almost say no. Go Stars, coach, Nanyabe. And who say they can also defend the cap. Now the point gap between money, Medema say 3 also. So who say Medema air away at all black near say they want to account for House of Folk. Now almost a statement. Say only league of last year, it wasn't a fluke. They can still win the league.
Okay.
So a game it can go in either way. Draw look much more likely score like because of say or more funny difficult to beat them.
Okay.
So Ekobasa now true league wide open, but I expect Media must move away from almost 2 draws now and get a surprise win at All Blacks.
Kovi, I'm into you.
Yes, I'm the league. No, dynamics is very interesting, and this weekend will prove.
All Blacks on you.
You're on the year, and they want to
anything apart from win.
No, they want to make a case.
La Ligue in the part already year pa anka more chance can see pa you go Stars ne haso.
No, sir,
it do early.
O was a stage here we say the stage be do be animu nsem. Ba ba bi agina se there.
Sisi ya say points no.
Go Stars.
Go Stars din kan na.
Go Stars. Ball my league table no.
Go Stars.
42.
Over 42. And I has for
40.
Table. Okay, Go Stars of 42 has for 40 points.
That's of 40.
And I got to go 38.
38.
So go near doing now 38.
So
but I got to go difference of 15 plus 15.
Unze the let me can I was say about 2 or 3 years ago. The man we from Kotoko doing nothing you be from here. If just imagine Go Stars has the possibility to say born and in a draw, Kotoko wins. They go ahead of House of Folk because of good defense. So on that dynamics no. Because almost superior go over House of Folk, so they go above them on the league table, and they also back in the race. Mediama, if Kotoko are able to win their game, Nina if 41 points. 4 points behind Mediama, depending on what happens also. A schedule. So, and then matches no. I say, and then and matches no. You a key to shaping the title race no. Let me put it that way. Say, Bema, a bit shaping the very war. Ama obi ehun say me wom and I say me. And for Kotoko Vision, your fate is in your hands. But they do your job because teams now. That's wrong. Mediama are going for a very difficult game in Sodo. I doubt they can win. So, my answer my points be Sodo. But to win in Sodo is something that I don't think beat me see. Based on the dynamics of the game. Only somewhere when they were charging Sodo for the to warning. So, what to say?
A quarter.
They say we never be match.
No.
Must have to warning. Yes. Match on never be match no to 1 and sa people. So it's come say on what to say almost at to 2-1. So it's how mini match no more to 2-1 so much say no.
I'm so bad day.
Almost want to say you'll be one of the boys then
one boys. Na so many Mediama na bobo na Mediama so ye paka dia.
Almost say or if you know
what did you Kotoko Go Stars no
Neti na I want to ask you.
No.
It's Oma nya hwe.
Yeah.
Ono ko di match and papa patch on rofi.
Ono didn't go
and then he's odi match. E say Oma nya hwe.
Ebi na ba chi
akodi boni si.
Jule nunu.
Na ama ne papa patch o. Oye and odi match. Etijibo very key. And make their fate is in their own hands. Win your game against Vision. Now, if we are lucky now, results elsewhere in your favor, no take advantage of that and you know, Vision recently, as on my way games on me, I don't have him because they are unbeaten in their last 2 or so away games on Makobo, and it makes the game very difficult. But Koto have to capitalize on the news around the club now. No? Now, Kowini away against Apostles, board and same board are coming. You can't disappoint board first day at Stadium Jibu. Now, Marco say Agrono. Unse behind you, Jibu. I saw Omutimi and young Kundian.
Mamma announce line from 0322494401 0322494771. We wait here for now. What about you, Medin?
You are not see there, and then me bow that, or them me ba.
None of them are one Kosunda Yana, Ghana Blasters as you wake up.
Welcome to Regina Poku. Regina see me ba. Intende Regina Poku, na Poku ba. And then I would Regina. I would and they say, oh, Papa, maybe fear Babia action Biamo, assembly. Udin baby, I can say Finado was a matwaso.
Ogojibo, yeah, so you are there, Kojoboku, a close market.
Koyanko,
and then Chamberlain, yeah, that's your boy, yeah, it's young. Now, I can't work and say, the best code your commands and to go supporters and put the fuck in the but you are feeling very China, as you are back, you are very county, and you are a match, and I am one. In the match, since we saw, get a community, we are Germany. It's a better staff one. We need and I support you too. And to see you, and we don't want you, and you say, tell me,
okay,
yes, you are support him. 3 p.m.
Edase kwa yentoso kojoboku udi baby akaza Fernando asmatoso okay let me so udi baby akaza Fernando asmatoso.
Hello, good morning. The family Kweku whole lesson aka emotional intelligence from Latebi Okosh.
Kwagu yanko.
Yeah. I am here but Pakajo but say a friend is saying certain semantics being one my institutional memory it belongs to everybody. That's why mama almost about 3 years. And then another example institutional memory. They have a where they will come in as far as management or whatever level is concerned to be roped onto the board. I always say board champ or do semi-finals and rest. Hello?
It's you.
Yeah. He couldn't recommend 2 players for Kumasi Asante to the third tournament. No, when Maswa played to play the friendly against Uganda, he recommended Ochaya for him to come and play for Kumasi Asante. It's a normal board, no board, Nakasabe take from this time, the decision here taking this about we shouldn't fail.
Yeah, that's it. Gogiene Kakaka, Udin Baby Akaza Finado Asmatoso.
Yes, sir. With a wow, what do I do in your level? I'm a Gazavi, which you got I put that to be to the player. Robert, we have got that book and Yadama. How to book is Napono. And you have to go to what they do now. For me, I have a part of the team, able to make a union with Dino, Abaya, because Google Sandino. When it is the Bob Drama, who is the Papa, the other Papa, Yamia, able to use now, the Yakamana, media to Luzua, and that's it.
Would you maybe Akaza Finado Asmatoso?
Listen, I like Matthew.
I like it.
And it can be said, Coach, we can draw a plan for the week now. Left it means just a second. Coach, I draw the plan for the week. Messi. Left it be accepted to you at the foot wrapper. And just a second, about this one. Last week, the body so with the bonnet. Then there's something to you. Go good match. Okay, Laji Makamu, Salam alaikum.
Okay, yes, that's it. Yantoaso. Udin baby akaze fina do asma toaso.
Mepacho midindi Hamza.
Sehwako pe. Ba na dem ye show so gina KJT Dubai side o.
Mi sehwako pe na mzamkaza yo.
Yo toje wa. Ba waya ugina kumase kura na promote kru mo ya de.
Na lawyer to ya o se. Then brother ko je WhatsApp ni. Aya ni go no promote.
Any
compa Tana, and no promoter. And I don't bet that way. But your cancer, then I put you at Tapa. I had done no promoter. Then I your pastor was there, I put you for it. And you know, my name was Wana. Nanka me decide lawyer to at management. Na yeah, so now what come 20 players. Now what to play 20 players. Come on now, come on, Grano. If you won't go to Emma Kotokonia property, who come on, free agent. Following season, what come 15, what to 15. I get productive administration, and I get to you. Say, I supporters, I circles, echo for Mapa. Now one gets up on doctor now to say, young papa, who says, Scotland. Never we are the supporters, you will be in Uncle Tibi. You're probably a lawyer prayer and the management prayer. Yeah, you second up you. Eventually, on the second one, but you recognize them. If you know, share back and forth with me, any inconsistent with me. If you lawyer, one other time what you are, and they give me a chance to do that, I will mom better you mana.
Okay, Hamza, yada say, yeah, for the chat to Udin baby akase fina do asma to aso.
Adamu mase hene nana ntia mo apanyi na to so mienu ni ofa afe konkon oboyze ne atano dumase na medi medwoma.
Okay, oboyze ne yetiu.
Jibo, we welcome the new board. Oye ahimfie ede abma Kotoko no. But eni kwase yebosie, this is not the first time Kotoko yenya board etitiriw ne adefo sei. Kotoko enya. But if you say the structure Kotoko team na kasa ehia no eno no ya no moba omuntumi enye maye ena board ya ben so no ade a me sele omun se omuntusu a competent management omoba belidi Kotoko team no wo hwe board di kamba na ne amponsa amo aponte no na ne amponsa was doing the very good job of Kotoko, but it seems that the system no name one no and so still because of say with team every day a good team you know we need a league back Emma Kotoko so yeah we so well name no ba mo ba no o mo make sure say o mo be ma a good management here management o bet me abo Kotoko team na o mo ba system no matter how the system will fight against Kotoko if Kotoko has good structures and good team Kotoko
yeah say o boys in yentimi fa course ni biem aha na yedi dwumade ni AC ye beda lawyer Safuduku communication director the mass and Kotoko lawyer da say you two and Safu so buy
Hamza small okay mentioned committee okay so committee decide say circumstances na do some form constitution no tonche na omonye ni supported body embrace all the various groups no no mpedi infanto so dino enye me anase management go good
Hamza asemna no ye na lawyer Safuduku de ama wono ye de mu si ha ote captain Siasianka Alhassan Said Zakito ote nka se Obed actually ote nka team of producers Samuel Kemensa Solomon Kata Visa Sheka Msasuna ate sports lawyer baba Isanka omode ekọ amano ne emekuti nsem ewa amano ne nyame ya adoma adwada da foforo be se hia ne de agudie mu nsem ede abremu